mean, this wordplay. This ain't to make friends.
He just chose me, man. Now we can settle this like class, or we can get into some gangster shit.
Stupid.
That nigga Brittany Tony was so mad. He hit the other nigga. Bitch, nigga, shut the fuck up when grown folks talking.
When he said that shit was live as fuck, bro. Oh,
that shit was lame as fuck, nigga. How you gonna hit the nigga off to the side? He laughing,
No,
nigga.
when he said that shit, I thought it was so fucking funny. Like, when grown folks talking. Then this
nigga, shut the fuck up when grown folks talking.
Yeah, nigga, years later, he Diamond Daddy. I'm gonna play his club, shooting shit.
Shooting shit.
So you said you gonna have my daughter back at what time?
That nigga Rich Pryor. Freeze, nigga, you wanna die? That nigga Rich. Assistant pimp boy, that was the king of that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
What episode we on?
I think 43.
Yeah, 43.
All right.
Nick, we've been good. Go ahead.
All right. I'm ready for another close-up, Mr. DeVille. Welcome to Wordplay Podcast, episode 43. I'm your host, Jay Parker, and as always, by my side, Big J.
What up?
And we got the homie Mac with us.
You already know what it is.
Now, this is episode 43, so if this is your first time listening to Wordplay the Podcast or watching us, you got 42 of them bitches to catch up with us. Now, we have a good show for you this week. No, fuck that. We have a great show for you this week.
As always.
How was y'all week, gentlemen?
Good, nigga.
It was good.
Good holiday.
Can't complain.
Good holiday.
Good holiday on Monday. Tuesday.
Tuesday, because the voting shit.
Yeah.
We gonna get into that. Do y'all have anything for small talk?
Shit, we can use the question I asked you earlier about the massage shit.
Okay.
That's small talk.
So we gonna do Jay asked me would I let it's a dude or just a gay dude?
It's a gay dude.
Would I let a gay dude massage me?
Yeah, give you a massage. Like, you show up to the massage parlor and the person that you got is a gay dude. You didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't anticipate it. It just happened. What do you do?
What you mean it just happened?
You get there and they gave you a person at random. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
I can't pick who I want?
you didn't ask when you was on the phone. You get what I'm saying?
I have to specify.
Yeah, you have to specify that shit. Because that happened to me before. Like, I've been to the massage parlor and I requested girls, but then when I didn't and my girl did it, she didn't request nobody, and I ended up with a nigga.
Yikes. And
it wasn't a bad massage. I just couldn't get comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Because you ass naked.
No, I wasn't ass naked. That was another thing. I wasn't taking my pants off. I had hoop shorts on. I just took my shirt off and shit. But it just, and then I felt like he was smaller than me, so he was trying to be extra rough to get in there.
Right.
You ain't got to do all that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So, I'd rather have a girl got soft hands. I ain't got to worry about all that shit.
They soft, but they firm.
What about you? Before I answer the question, I'm going to let y'all go. Go ahead, man.
I mean, man.
He taking too long to answer.
my preference is a female, obviously,
for real,
but I mean, if I fucked up and didn't specify, then that's my fuck up.
So you would take the male?
I wouldn't take it.
That's not even taking the L. That's taking the male. All right.
Taking the L. Pause.
Yeah, pause.
It's definitely a pause, bro. It's definitely a pause.
Yeah, man. I just have to figure out what I can do, and if not, just have to reschedule, bro. And that's not even trying to be no like.
So you ain't letting no nigga put their hands on you, gay or straight? No. Okay, cool. No. Me? It's not attractive, man. Ain't no man finna massage me, bro. Period. Yeah. Not about to put your fucking hands on me.
Care if you straight or gay.
I don't give a fuck what your sexual preference is. I don't want no man putting their fucking hands on me.
But if you go to motherfucking a chiropractor, they mostly men, and then they get in your groin and shit. So they getting more like in detail
with your
shit.
More personal.
Yeah, than a massage.
I'm gonna walk around with a hump in my motherfucking back.
Get the fuck
Ain't no man about to break my back, bro. It's not about that.
It ain't even that. He putting like you have to stretch your leg if you like.
You're not doing none of that.
Hamstrings
Where the nurse at?
He putting your structure back.
Yeah, he getting your.
I mean, I'm comfortable in my sexuality.
Center, nigga.
I just don't want to be in them type of positions with a man.
Where he just like real close up to you.
Yeah, like, bro, get the fuck on, cause I'm gonna find something weird, like, bro, like you doing too much.
That's why, like, I be.
It's all up to the person to make it weird, though. Not the person that's getting the massage, but the person who giving the massage. Yeah, if it feels too sensual and this nigga dude, then
he hit you with the dart. How'd that feel?
See, my man ain't do shit like that.
You say some shit like that, bro. We shooting the fade, fam.
But hey, but look, don't they gotta ask you like, do that feel okay?
Nah, he ain't asked me that shit. Yeah. He is before we had I had a list and I had to hold your whole body on there. You go to your problem areas, you let them niggas know you mark that shit down. When they get it, they go over the sheet and then they go for the problem areas. They don't ask you You know what I'm saying? If the shit hurt, they figure you would say something.
Right.
So if
I
you
just
ain't
want to go out and say that Wordplay the Podcast and nobody on this podcast is homophobic, and we are not racist towards gay people at all.
You said racist.
It is a personal preference.
Just a
Don't want no
personal
man putting their hands on me, gay or straight. I don't give a fuck how good you are.
Yeah,
You're not putting your fucking hands on me. Period.
That was an experience I had to, because at first I was gonna be ignorant and walk out, but the only reason I didn't, because I wasn't there for me.
Right.
It was there for her. So I'm like, shit, if I don't do it, then I'm gonna be sitting here waiting for her for an hour, just sitting here looking stupid and shit. Right. So I'm like, fuck it.
Might as well go ahead and get it out the way.
I should have just waited, but
Yeah, you should have just waited.
at the same time, it wasn't a horrible massage. It was me more so. I couldn't get comfortable like I wanted to.
That nigga be like, damn, you hairy.
See, I'm not a hairy nigga. That's your problem.
Yeah, that's me.
He's you hairy.
You hairy.
Just say anything. Anything that motherfucker say is gonna sound homosexual, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Even if it's a straight man,
Yeah.
he's touching me at that moment. He's
Oh yeah,
gay.
and the dude was straight. Just-
Right, I'm pretty sure. But at that moment, he's gay to me. So anything you say, my nigga, like you cannot say nothing. Like you can say like, "Hey, you look like an athlete." Like nigga,
No, you can't say that.
You can't say nothing
can't say
like
nothing,
that.
bro.
That's
you can't say that like at all. Like that's on the list of shit he can't say. So he got a list of problem areas. I got a list of shit that I don't want you to say. I don't want you to do. Like this, I'm coming with my list. You come with your list.
Don't
Yeah,
even
that's
ask
the
me-
best. I mean, but I'm pretty sure you can tell, like, specify, like, I don't want them niggas talking to me.
Don't even ask me if I'm tight right there. None of that. That's weird.
Yeah,
That's fucking weird, bro.
I mean, I know I'm coming up with
Is-
just like,
is
oh,
you tight?
I got this Luther
No,
Vandross
nigga.
tone. Like,
Right.
hey, you tight?
Nah, man.
Is that good? You all right?
No, fam. That just
Fuck
created
that.
a visual, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, it did, bro.
That created a
Hey,
whole
man.
fucking
Hey,
visual.
listen, fuck that shit, nigga. Hey, listen. No,
No.
I walk around with a hump in my back. By
You
nigga.
say fuck it. Just
No, nigga. Ain't no nigga putting that.
I got a
hands on
bad
me.
back for the rest of my life.
I can't do it. I'm not.
Just reschedule. Fuck it. Get you
Yeah,
a
just
woman in
reschedule.
there. Get you a woman in there.
Yeah, but I guess that was it for small talk. I don't really have anything
Yeah.
small talk.
Yeah, me
but
neither.
this week we voted on Tuesday. I hope you got your bitch ass out there and voted. We're gonna talk about you niggas who don't vote in a minute.
Yeah.
But I want to say congratulations to the weed smokers out there who got Prop 1?
Prop 1. Yeah.
Prop 1 passed. I voted for you bastards. So you shut the fuck up. I said yes, let the weed go. Let the niggas have what they want to have. But it's gonna fuck up the hood niggas who get the sacks.
It's not
I don't
really, and I'm
think it
tired
is,
of people
though. I
saying
don't
that
think
shit,
it
bro.
is,
It's gonna fuck it up.
Stop spreading propaganda and shit.
I don't think
I
it
gotta
is,
create
bro.
the story.
It ain't gonna-
I'm a journalist, nigga. I gotta create the
I
story.
don't think it is though, man.
It's not, bro,
I don't
because
think
what it is if you a medical user, then you're gonna get a 6% tax. If you a recreational user, you're getting between 10 and 11, right?
Right.
So for every eighth, say the eighth is 40,
Right.
that's normal eighth prices.
Right.
Then you're gonna spend basically for 11%, you're gonna spend like $8.
$8,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Extra on that shit. You go into the hood. If you ain't got that extra $8, then you go to the hood and get it for 35 because that's what them niggas gonna have it for.
Right.
So
But they only but to that, whereas you can go to like a place that got different strands and pay the same for the eighth, right?
yeah.
Whereas the nigga in the hood got that one strand, and you hoping, even though it smell good, you hoping that this shit smoke good and it's
Right.
gonna give you a good high.
But you hoping the same thing when you go to the dispensary.
I mean, yeah,
And then another thing too that they said is they gonna regulate it different. Like the THC levels ain't gonna be able to be as high as it would be for medical people. So and when they do the dispensaries, they're gonna have to split it in half with a triple, like a glass pane door, where it's gonna be recreation on this side and medical on this side.
so that's one of the regulations that they said they're gonna do.
Yeah.
because they got till 2020 to come up with these regulations.
Yeah, and fully.
Now I know it was one thing that someone was actually telling me a couple days ago. I actually read up on it myself, so I know how true it is. It was put on the website when they was talking about it, but one of the things is for people who actually like are caregivers and it's growing that grows. Like now you got it where you can have up to 1,000 plants in your possession or something like that.
What plants?
Yeah, 10 or
12. It's
Yeah,
12.
10 or
But
12.
that's like for more of a personal.
Yeah, for personal shit.
But like if you were like a
grower,
grower
yeah.
that's like massively
Oh, you talking about, like,
producing it.
commercially?
Yeah, like,
Oh, because
like where
it was like 300 plants for them at first, right?
What, for the commercial?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
theirs is way different. It's more than that. Because you can have like acres of that shit. It just
Yeah.
depend on like how you selling it and if you got patience. Because it all go by patience for the most part. The more patience you have, the more plants you can grow.
Right.
So I'm figuring it like with them niggas. They said in 2020 is when they gonna have everything up and running for those people, for the commercial people like Marlboro's trying to do some, the cigarette company,
right?
And Newport gonna do some, and like you know what I'm saying. That's what that's.
So this another thing before we even talk about go further into it. If you are interested in stocks or anything like that, now is the time.
Yeah, that's time.
Now is the time to get into it like that. Like 25. You know what I'm saying? Put a few $100s into some stocks. The shit gonna go up.
Yeah, it definitely is because it's gonna boom in the next 2 years.
But I'm trying to figure out is because it's gonna be legal on a state level, but it's still illegal federally.
Because some people are still gonna try to,
But what the good part about that is, if I'm a hood nigga and I get locked up for selling weed, I'm going to the feds.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the state no more. Feds is a cakewalk.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
But my thing is, I wonder what they're gonna do with the people now. Are they gonna like drop sentences?
I
Like,
heard
lower?
some people like for like the petty marijuana charges, they're getting dropped and getting released because it's like you getting locked up for 2-3 grams. Like who fuck? Like, why are you locking me up for 2-3 grams when that nigga down there, not trying to be no snitch nothing, but that nigga down there got bowls. Like, come on, man.
I mean, but shit, for the most part, them niggas be petty. So if you piss them off in the any type of way during the arrest, bro,
in the slightest,
bro.
What if you don't? But see, what if you don't piss them off? And they just like, oh, you got some weed? Yeah, we locking your dumb ass up. Because you got a lot of cops out there doing that stupid shit.
I don't really see that shit in the city as much. I see that shit in the outskirts like Warren and Sterling Heights and Hazel Park and shit like that.
I give you a story. I was on my way out to the airport for a job interview. Had my little brother with me. Dude was getting ready to just put his shit back up because he just rolled it. He said he wasn't about to smoke until he got to the job. Police officer seen it in his hand, just assumed he was about to put it to his mouth and light it. Let me get that. Took it, told him put it on the ground, scratch it out, stump it out, whatever. Then put his ass in handcuffs. I said, for what? For what? Because he had it in his hand. He wasn't about to do shit with it. He's about to put it up literally in his jacket. He's about to lock him up because he had a blunt in his hand. Like, what type of shit is that? I'm like, man, y'all niggas just get petty with this. And this was downtown Detroit. So,
yeah.
Well, like, so be on the lookout, like I said, for the regulations. Keep your ear. Like I said, if y'all hear anything, let us know. Add us at Wordplay the Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube too. You can comment on the videos or whatever. Just let us know what y'all hear, and then we'll talk about it. But I want to talk about the motherfuckers that didn't vote. I called you early, geeked up, because I voted again. Right? So I seen a lot of people talking about they didn't vote, they're not gonna vote, and they don't believe voting works. I'm one of them people who don't believe voting works at all. But I vote because people got the shit beat out of them just so I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had touched that.
Yeah, we touched on this. That's my theory. Like, that shit like blasphemy to me. Like, motherfucker got the shit like really beat.
Just because they wanted to voice their opinion.
Just because they wanted to. So I can. So I do. You know what I mean? But I take the shit serious. I know who I'm voting for. Right. I did not vote for Debbie stabbing your ass in the back. I always got to play on people's names, but shout out to her though. It's her name Stabenow. Like, nigga,
it is.
Come
that
on.
is a fucked up last name.
That's a fucked up last name to have, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I have to call it Debbie.
That's like Schwarzenegger. Even though it's not how you're supposed to say it, but that's how Schwarzenegger.
I said Debbie stabbing your ass in the back. Every time I say that, people laugh about that shit. Like, bro, like, where the fuck did you get that from? My mental. I just come on with this shit. So how do y'all feel about people who commented on the shit? Like what was y'all seeing on social media?
I seen a lot of people who actually did vote. Like, I know these people because they dealt with me back when I was doing it. Like, I'm about to get back into it because I've been more focused on my mom and shit. But for the most part, you've seen a lot of motherfuckers always saying this and saying that. But I feel like, I mean, if you don't believe in it, then you don't believe in it. But you can't oppose to the next person, even if it's your best friend, your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy, because they want to go out there and vote. Like you said, you got your reasons for why you vote, and that's why you vote. Even if I vote just because it's something to do out my day, then that's what I'm doing. Then don't judge me for it, because if you want to be a negative Nancy and don't vote, then that's fine. But don't look at me crazy because I want to go vote. Like,
what would you say?
I started, like, for me, a lot of people was voting. I didn't really see too many people saying that they didn't vote. And the only reason I voted for real, because I didn't used to vote, is I start keeping up with shit. Right. And the more I keep up with shit, the more responsibility I feel like I have to, because I know the shit. You know, like, people can be ignorant and not vote because they don't know no better. But I know better, and like I had to take advantage of it anyway. So
Right.
I'm gonna tell you the one thing that pissed me off a lot, and this is what I found out. A lot of people, cause I'm gonna ask you about shit. Like I'm gonna
Right.
ask you about your political views. I'm gonna ask you about how you feel about racism. I ask everybody that shit. I don't care.
Right.
But I was asking people like about and they were like, yeah, I voted for the weed shit. So basically, you went and looked at this ballot and only signed for the weed, nothing else.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that was
I
my
know,
main inspiration. Like that was I'm
Yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But it was a whole lot of other shit
that was going on.
that's going on that you should have paid attention to.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Because the same people that when you voted for this weed, the same people that was also on that ballot is the one who got anything
Oppose
to do
it.
Right.
with regulations and shit like that. So you're not even knowing like
That's what I'm saying.
You just heard, make weed legal. Oh,
That's what I'm
let's
saying.
vote for that.
A lot of the people. That's what I'm saying. It's just misinformation. People don't look at that, and you can't really fault them. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can because it's.
I don't fault them. I just don't want to hear you complaining about shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't complain about shit.
You have no right to complain.
Don't say nothing. I don't want to hear you say nothing about nothing. No Trump, no none of that. If you didn't vote, my nigga,
Right.
like I said with Trump, I voted for Ronald McDonald. That was my choice because I ain't like neither one of them niggas.
Right.
But I still voted for everything else.
Right.
Yeah,
You
I
feel
was the weed thing, and then making sure that the House gets back to Democratic. That's the only thing I was worried about for real.
That was my biggest issue too. That's actually probably. I'm gonna be real with you because they could have voted. Everybody could have voted no on the Prop 1. I'm still gonna be smoking weed. Weed ain't gonna never
Yeah,
go
it ain't
nowhere.
gonna stop. You know what I mean? It
So
ain't gonna stop.
It just make
I
it
was
more
more
comfortable
concerned
for
about all the
niggas,
other
bro.
issues on the ballot. But see, you also gotta understand where I come from. I've been working with the Board of Elections since I was 16. Like
Right,
I
you
was
said
doing
that,
it
yeah.
before I was able to vote.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at all the young generation then and the younger generation now. It's like if you don't have a reason to vote, find a reason to vote because it's important. Whether it matter to you, however it matters, you just go and do it, bro. It's something that your people before you, like you said, fought for. If you don't do it for nothing else, do it for that because it's your right.
Yep, facts. All right, so now where y'all want to go? We got the good shit out the way. Let's go to the fuckery.
You wanna go to the fucker?
What's the fuckery? Which
All
one?
of it.
All of it. The rest of it.
Let's do the 69 video shoot.
69. Hey, dude, remember you said that shit? Because I always call the nigga Tekashi 69. He like, bro, that's not that nigga name. His name is Tekashi 69.
Yeah.
I said, but the nigga's not 6'9". I'm not naming myself 6'9" unless I'm 6'9". That's some shit to be proud of.
Right.
I'm that tall.
Right.
That's like me saying nigga is 5'8" Dre. Like, no, nigga.
Right.
What the fuck?
5'11" Mac out on these.
That
bits.
shit not cool.
Nah.
I'm short. But anyway.
He said, nigga, I'm short.
I'm sure.
Okay, but I'm not about to get back onto that because it was kind of funny. But
That was funny.
now Tekashi 69 video got shot up. He was shooting a video. Where was he shooting a video at, Jay?
L.A.
Yup.
These niggas and they shooting shit that ain't at home. I get it. You want a certain look. I get it.
He did it on purpose though.
Well, this past weekend they had the Complex Con
in L.A.
and a couple of YG niggas.
We got to say a couple. We can say Slim 400.
Slim 400.
Yep.
you know
Shouts
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
Slim 400.
Shouts out to him.
And he stopped Tekashi at the gate, like entrance, like nigga, you ain't coming in here performing.
Facts.
So they got into it. They popped they shit back and forth.
Facts.
And Tekashi got the fuck on.
Got the fuck on. That's how you do that shit.
Yeah.
I probably can't stop you from coming on the soil because the soil kind of big, my nigga. But you ain't about to be just around this bitch in shit like
Right.
you run
You ain't
shit.
gonna be nowhere we at. You
Yeah.
be comfortable
Exactly.
and chilling, nigga.
Now, if y'all don't know who Slim 400 is, he's affiliated with the 400 movement, of course, with YG. Shouts out
Yeah,
to
he the
YG.
first artist.
Shouts out to YG. He looked like Snoop Dogg, sound like Nipsey.
Hey, that's funny too, cause he do.
Like, damn, like,
Like,
it might
you
be
got
just a
your
Cali
own look?
thing or like a LA
It's
thing.
that voice.
The voice, like, I can't do it.
cuz.
Yeah, there you go, Mac.
I told y'all, man, I was born
Listen,
in the wrong state.
all these niggas, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they rap the same, but the sound, the tone, like their words,
Yeah.
all that shit is the same. Like to me, like it just be like one nigga. But like I said, like Jay said, they went out there for Complex Con, and Tekashi got stopped. And I seen a little video clip at what's my man name? His manager?
Oh, you talking about
Treyway.
Treyway.
Trey.
No, his name
What is his name? Is
Shoddy.
Okay, Shoddy.
yeah.
Odd name. But Shoddy was arguing with them niggas and he got in the car and got the fuck on.
Yeah.
Now, from my understanding, Shoddy a real gangster.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say yeah because I don't know that nigga like that, but Apparently.
Yeah, but you know, from the talk, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly,
What he say?
I mean, there's a couple people vouching for him.
Yeah,
I'm saying him and the
his people.
Yeah.
Couple people vouching for him.
Blood affiliated.
Yeah,
right.
which is weird too. Like y'all niggas is on like all y'all supposed to be like blooded. It should be some type of connection. So at some point, do the OG step in, try to figure out what the fuck going on, try to squash it, because they all supposed to be bloods and blood affiliated.
Okay.
But I know how LA is. Like that shit got to be sanctioned. You know what I'm saying? Especially when
but
you.
But they
over
might.
there.
I mean, even then, 6ix9ine ain't blood like sanctioned nowhere.
Actually, he not affiliated because he not affiliated with neither. Because it's one minute he had red rags on, the next minute he had on blue rags. Like, bro, what? That's why a lot of people was like. That's when my man Shotty, had spoke up talking about, yeah, he might not be blood, but he Treyway. He Treyway. Okay, but Treyway is just Treyway. That ain't got nothing. That is not an actual affiliation, no chapter or branch off of the Bloods, period. So you're vouching for him. The actual organization, and I'm sorry, that's what I look at. Bloods and Crips, they're like organizations. They not vouching for him like that.
But no, I think Treyway is like,
if he an OG,
if this is my hood and we a blood set,
yeah.
It's Treyway, nigga.
It's Treyway, yeah. That's,
you know what I'm saying?
So whoever with me,
just like the Hoovers,
yeah.
The Hoovers don't call. They don't be like they say they Crip, but they Hoovers, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what a Hoover is, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I think it's the same way with that Treyway shit. I think it's blood shit for real, New York blood shit.
I think it might be different with the Hoovers thing. I think because honestly, we just really hearing about Treyway. You knew about Hoover all your life.
No, but I don't really know that New York gang shit anyway, because I know GS9 is supposed to be like Crips. Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
it's like I don't know how that shit work in New York.
Some different political shit. But do we know where the Slim 400 YG beef started? I mean, Slim 400 Tekashi 6ix9ine beef started.
Yeah,
I think it was late last year. Wasn't it?
Late last year. It was
or early this year.
Like no, summertime last year.
Where they was.
Yeah.
No, it had been this year.
No, it started with YG, I thought.
It started with YG.
Yep.
Yeah, it started with
that
YG.
started last year, though.
But I think it was the checking in shit, because I remember Slim 400 going to New York, basically talking about the 6ix9ine, like, nigga, I ain't checking in shit. Like, whatever.
I pulled it up where you at.
Yeah.
Because he tried to pull that shit out in Philly.
I think he was he was on Self Show, DJ Self.
Yep, he was on Self Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I just hope, like I said, I never want nobody to get hurt or you know what I mean? But it's pretty interesting. Like, I mean, if you a gangster, like, nigga, shit, at some point you gonna have to show.
But then we forgot what we originally started with. We started with the video shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, the whole shoot up of the video shoot.
Apparently, like, after that shit happened at Complex Con, they had, like, video of this nigga 6ix9ine walking up Rodeo with some big-ass, like, security niggas and LAPD in front of him. So after that, I guess they went to go shoot their video with, he went to shoot a video with Kanye West and Nicki Minaj. Mm-hmm. And him and Ye was there. And I guess somebody did a drive-by on the little mansion they had outside the gates. So ain't nobody get shot, but a couple of the bullets hit inside the house. And I guess it hit the room that Nicki was supposed to be getting dressed in, but she wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? They trying to say it might be the retaliation from YG, or they don't know.
But see, it's like
that's when you beef.
YG
like that,
ain't
bro?
doing that shit, bro.
Nah, hell
no.
At this point, I think Tekashi kind of setting this shit up as far as like he making it like.
You feel like he put that together?
Like he doing it.
Tell his niggas go out there and shoot that bitch up and make it seem like somebody else did. You know what I'm saying? Just to that
sounds like a diabolical plan for sure.
Because it's TMZ all around. Like TMZ gonna flock to that shit because they love him, and then he out there with all the police and shit. Because they the ones who caught him with the picture. Yeah. So he like, shit, if I send my mans out there, shoot a couple times, you know what I'm saying, see what's up, they gonna come around this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know, bro. It didn't seem
sticky.
Because
you just never know.
You never know.
The only reason I said that is because YG ain't stupid.
Hell no.
So for him to do this shit right now, he know that it's gonna draw right back to him. Right, so if anybody would have got popped on some dumb shit, on mistake,
but then the fact that it was a shooting is already going back.
It's still bad because
I know, but
that was the last known beef he had from somebody in California. So they will, like, not saying they're gonna say directly, oh well, we know it's YG, but
it's an active
somebody probably sitting back, even in the police offices, like just like, and thinking like, they did have some situation. Like, I keep my ear to the streets. I'm with the hip hop police side of the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah, I think I don't think YG
No, I don't think he had
I
nothing
don't think it had
I
nothing to
don't
do
think
with
he
it, but I know how some people gonna think about it.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Yeah, I know.
like
That's what I'm
Slim-
saying. I think that was the point.
I feel like Slim ain't there yet, like as far as fame. So he's still in the hood for real. You feel what I'm saying?
But that don't mean.
So like I said, if it's not him, like Tekashi, what I mean, if he didn't set that shit up, I would probably take my guess as like it came from that way.
Only reason I said not him because don't you think these niggas would be like, if they really wanted to get at him, they would have tried to get at him. Shooting outside the gate ain't doing shit for real.
right.
I mean,
They would have tried to like nigga mercenary that bitch. We going in that bitch and lay everybody down.
I mean, we say that shit like on some expendable shit, but realistic, like niggas be having security, be police around. Like you only can do what you can.
So why
You just-
do that?
Because you trying to let a nigga know that you here. You feel what I'm saying? Like no matter what.
It's ways to do that shit
Yeah,
without
but
being
no
that
matter,
hot.
I'm here.
Cause you making noise and you know you ain't gonna do shit for real. Cause you not shooting Tekashi from
Ain't
outside
that what
the
he
gate.
do though?
What?
Ain't that what Tekashi do?
What? Make
noise and don't do shit for real?
Yeah.
I'm playing the same game he playing.
Yeah, I
The difference is, it's shooting going on. Somebody could have got hit.
It don't even take for nobody to get hit. Now that the police is going straight to them niggas though for no reason. And Tekashi, if he want them to go to the door without telling on them niggas,
My nigga,
he
it's
can
aggressive.
set himself up, bro.
It's aggressive. That whole shooting out, whatever. Even if nigga, you beefing with a nigga outside and he ain't gonna come in your house because you got all type of shit going on, but he around the corner or like at the corner, he's shooting. That's aggressive. Like you think like he ain't better come in here. No, he ain't. But he letting you know that where he at is where he gonna be. And you step a pinky toe outside that circumference, my nigga, it's going down.
Cause I think it would have been more effective if they would have did that shit while he was walking.
I think it would have been more effective if they would
really
just got
wanna do
down that
something.
complex con. Fuck it. Like not on some shooting shit, but on some scrapping shit. Fuck it. He
Right,
there.
Man, he had Floyd Mayweather security damn near with him. You seen all them
Them
big ass
niggas
niggas
was
in there,
big.
bro? No, I'm
But-
talking about how big those niggas
Them
was.
niggas
Big
was
niggas.
big, but see, like you said, getting down at the complex con, because it's like shit. Look at the crowd that's gonna see it. How many people about to talk about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You about to retweet. They about to fucking post here.
see,
post
in
The
this
there.
police
game,
gonna
though-
get them niggas right before they even get
But
to
see,
the house.
in this game, and when I look at Slim, like Slim really like trying to rap.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he want to get out of that street shit.
So he probably ain't. He
So he probably
wouldn't
even on that tip. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I understand. I know how that shit feel when you 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Like nigga, I'm 2 seconds away from shooting the shit out this nigga in his face, but I'm trying to get it popping over here for real, for real.
But another thing, why would I have to come fuck with you when I already won the battle? I stopped you from coming in and performing.
I won.
I don't have no reason to come
I
shoot
shut-
at you.
yeah,
It's
I shut
the
you
ball
down.
is in your court now.
I shut you down. Now you
You
got.
get what I'm
me.
saying? So
And I'll be in New York next week. Now you got to stop me.
You get what I'm saying? So it
And if
kind
you don't
of
stop me, you pussy all the way.
it kind of seemed like they don't even need to do that
I don't know. I think this shit can escalate, bro.
because people were saying shit. The three of them niggas that's in that shit. You don't know where it's coming from. It could have been for Kanye. It could have been for Nicki. Nigga.
Hey, cause a lot of
Marty-
them got some bad shit
When
going on.
Cardi sending them essays
You don't
at her,
know
like,
who the
go
fuck-
get that
You
bitch.
just assume it's Tekashi
Right.
because this nigga the hottest nigga,
Yeah.
but it could have been for any
I
of them
don't think
niggas.
nobody shooting that yay. I don't think nobody
I
shooting
don't think
that
nobody
yay.
shooting that Nicki.
He
either,
pissing.
for
Look,
real.
he pissing enough people off.
I don't know, but Cardi, we ain't gonna go there.
No,
bro.
yeah, ain't gonna do
Ain't
that
gonna
to
do that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
really
I
trying
heard
to change
that on the
narrative.
internet. That shit was hilarious. They was like, you don't know who the fuck getting shot at.
She fucking Spanish, bro. Like you got them essays out
Like-
there, they thick than a motherfucker. They don't give a
That
fuck.
is-
They ain't got
that
no
is
green cards.
definitely-
Niggas,
that
they
is
shoot the shit
definitely
out your
true.
ass.
That is
Listen,
definitely true.
I don't think Cardi got no clout out there in LA because
It
she
ain't
said
about-
that shit that pissed the Crips off and shit.
But they settled that.
Yeah, they settled that.
They settled that.
Damn,
She
man.
might have won herself in there somewhere. You never know.
You know
You
how
never
niggas look. Niggas they
And they
forgive
shoot
it, but
Nicki
they ain't gonna
Minaj
forget
dressing
that shit.
room.
Right. Of all dressing rooms.
Not saying that they knew. I'm
Right.
just saying it's a lot of ways that shit could have played out.
Conspiracy.
But anyway, we ain't gonna elaborate. We ain't gonna stay on that too much longer. We all want to go next. Fuck it, we still at shooting. So let's talk about the baby.
Oh yeah.
Shouts out to the baby. One of them
Hey
kids.
man, I listened to your music today. You dope.
He
Damn,
killed the
man.
nigga.
Hold on, bro.
Shot
I
the
know
shit
this
out
off.
of him.
I mean, it's on topic, but it's kind of like, nigga. I'm looking at this fucking internet. They got the nigga who got killed. They got this picture. Just got this nigga splat on the ground.
Hold on, is that from where?
That's from the
Wal-
Walmart shirt.
Walmart shirt?
They just got this nigga on the.
Damn.
Damn, the baby
wait,
boy. We
yeah,
just looked at your handiwork, fam. Now listen.
The baby man. What you doing, fam?
Now
stupid.
listen. The shit you pulled in Atlanta, that was some G shit. I respected you for that. You stood your ground. Ain't no checking in. I feel you. Now, when you shoot a nigga and you killed the nigga, You on a different level now, fam.
But you got to remember, they said his family was with him too. So
So let me paint the picture if y'all don't know. But I'm sure y'all probably heard. If y'all don't know who the baby is, I know it's kind of look weird because you got Sada Baby. You got a lot of babies running around this bitch. Little baby. It's just a lot of babies. So, rapper the baby. He's a Carolina rapper. I can't remember which one. But he was at Walmart with his son, I think, and his baby mama. And somebody ran up on him and tried to rob him. Up the pole on him. And he upped the pole back and shot the shit out that motherfucker.
Yeah, they was in North Carolina.
Huh?
North Carolina.
North Carolina rapper.
Okay.
Shot the shit out that motherfucker. Killed him. Do y'all think it was just?
Hey, I got my family with me.
How old is the baby?
I don't know.
I don't know how. He got to be young, 20s probably.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it past that he was in his 20s. Yeah.
Because the kid shot was 19.
So he probably like 22, 23 maybe. Somewhere. I'm going to give him that just because, I mean, all the
That's
niggas
the landscape.
in that.
That's the landscape.
Yeah, of rappers now. So.
Okay.
When I looked at the shit and I first saw it, I instantly thought of Gucci. Because that was kind of like the same scenario.
Yeah.
You know? And the only thing that bothered me a little bit, because I go by this all the time. Even if I'm strapped and a nigga up the pole at me like he robbing me, he got it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to move a certain way. Because nowadays niggas be on some...
They scared.
You feel what I'm saying? Like they robbing niggas. So if I move like I'm about to up, he gonna up. He gonna go.
Yeah.
So like he was brave for that. So I want to know is like, nigga, what made him think of that? Like you saw the bitch in this nigga eyes that he wasn't about that life, and you just like, fuck it, I'm about to kill the shit out of this nigga. I mean, it's just because you don't know what he could have did. He a young nigga. These young niggas be off coke, lean, all type of shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And he probably wanted to rob you and catch your body.
Yeah.
I mean, not at Walmart. Though. He probably just wanted to rob you.
He just probably wanted to rob him.
Yeah.
That's probably why he...
I'm about to say because
he knew it in his eyes, like he didn't want the smoke, but he was like, "Shit, I got my family here. I can't take the chance."
So my question to y'all is: would y'all like if somebody uphold at y'all and they got it on you? Are you gonna try to uphold or they got it?
I can't. Oh, go ahead.
I'm a uphold. I'm a up it because I've been in, like I told you, I done been robbed before, and I'm a real ass nigga. I don't give a fuck to let the world know, but I got robbed before. Me and my two brothers. I ain't had shit on me. It was like, I mean, you're never gonna expect being robbed.
Yeah.
But when it happened, it's like so surreal. But like I said, bro, I didn't have shit on me. My intentions where I was at that time, it was right in this neighborhood, like real talk. Yeah. And like I said, it was some little young hungry niggas was trying to get put on. Like you said, they might not do it at Walmart, but if they catch a body, they're catching a body for the clout. Yeah, they not doing it because they really had to protect themselves. That was the whole purpose why they brought the gun anyway. They know 9 out of 10 they can pull the trigger at any time.
Right. Yeah.
So most of these niggas out here is trying to rob you for whatever, but they trying to get that clout. But in this particular case, I would, like you said, he pulled one and I got it on me. Oh, it's no question. I'm quick draw McGraw on your ass.
But you with your babies.
Yeah. I'm definitely. That's even more of a reason.
I don't think I could do it just because I have to know for a fact that I can get this bitch up before he can get that bitch off. You get what I'm saying?
On some John Wayne shit.
Right.
Yeah, like if I feel like it's gonna, like, even like, nigga, I ain't the quickest draw, but I need to have a couple seconds to play with just in case this nigga like if he ain't up that bitch, he got it in the shirt, then I probably would. But if he got that bitch out and pointed, I gotta let him have it, bro, because I can't take the chance of him shooting around my babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, he gotta have it.
He gotta have it.
And 9 times out of 10, like, I'm not saying like I've robbed a nigga. I'm not saying I've been robbed. What I'm saying is it's different variables that I know. Like if a nigga close up on you to a point where he like this, he's a beginner. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm close enough to move that bitch or get in your ass. Yeah. If he back like, nigga, like,
I'm pushing your arms up, nigga, and we in. You on the ground.
We going at it. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm with my babies though,
you got
my baby, you can have it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hey, shit, hold on, nigga. Let me take this everything. You can have it. Because I cannot chance me upping or trying to up and that bitch don't come up right. And my pistol don't got no safety, so that bitch ready to go whenever. So even I do up, I'm ready to go. But how I know you not gonna shoot because you scared, right? Or you don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially like at a Walmart, I'm probably gonna cause some attention. Hey man, this nigga trying to rob me, something like, because there's people.
Right, it's gonna always be somebody in Walmart.
Yeah.
But unless he famous where he from, he's shopping at night, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, ain't nobody in there.
Out there.
So then that's a different scenario. You feel what I'm saying? But realistically, every time I go to Walmart, nigga, it's 1,000 niggas in that bitch.
Yeah.
Somebody
but I've been there during the week, and it's been like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Like,
and there'll be nobody in there but the employees.
But see, in both cases, I can understand both sides. I was just thinking from where he was coming from, because he was probably acting off adrenaline and instinct.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to take the risk, but at the same time, if I let dude, and like you said, he probably did look at him like he a rookie at this, and dude could just do one of these, you know what I'm saying? Just cover and spray, and then you still gonna hit him anyway. So he probably was thinking like, I know I probably got a slim chance in this, but I got to do what I got to do. That's where I look at it.
I only can believe the situation went down with the gun had to be up, and he was just telling that nigga he had it.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine the gun being pointed and he pulling his shit out and my man's ain't get a shot off.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he had to have that bitch concealed and just talking that shit.
Yeah.
And my man's had his hand up, like, going towards it already, and they drew at the same time.
Or my man's would have been on some, like, in the pocket with that bitch because it's at Walmart.
And then tried to pull it out.
You know, he gonna fuck with it.
Yeah, he definitely didn't walk in because the camera gonna catch you outside anyway. Yeah. So he definitely didn't walk in like this. He had the bitch concealed for sure. So
that's another variable. So if it's in his pocket and he got, so we on the same page.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now,
I'm getting that bitch off at that point.
I'm up.
Yeah, I got to, bro.
I'm going.
Right.
I'm harpooning this nigga right. I'm trying to get it right between his eyes too, nigga.
Harpooning.
He gonna get that nigga one of them Goldberg spears and shit.
Come on,
tear his ass up for about 5 minutes.
I'm cold with the crossbow, nigga. Don't get it twisted.
So basically, you my Duro and shit. You Duro for motherfucking Walking Dead. All
nigga,
right.
I can shoot anything, my nigga.
I feel it because that's how Walking Dead. That's
I got my targets in the back of the truck right now, nigga.
But shouts out to the baby though.
Protecting you and yours.
For protecting you and yours. And I hope you get through this situation unscathed, unsettled, and I hope this doesn't affect your career as a rapper in any way.
Yeah.
I don't think it will, though. It give him more credit.
I think it's going to give him a lot of clout.
I mean, it did that for Gucci.
Yeah.
After Gucci iced the nigga down
Gucci shit was gangster because them niggas came in his house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They chased them, didn't they say they chased them too? And that's how he got the shot off on my man's?
I thought he shot him in his living room. Like,
it might have been that.
They kicked the door in.
Because he had a situation when he was running from a nigga and he still got a nigga too. Gucci got some stories. Gucci got some stories though.
The craziest shit though is like after that, like when he went on, remember he went on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Like, y'all scared of me. Like, yeah, I'm saying, like,
Gucci, mind the fuck?
Like, hold on, like, nigga, I was supposed to tell Walker. I had to go to let him mush me, man. Like, nigga, that shit ain't no mush me, nothing, nigga. Yeah. I fuck with Gucci. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Wop is a real ass nigga.
That's my dog. But like I said, so where y'all want to go next?
Shit.
Fuck it, it's still beef. 50 versus Ja. Yeah. Part 2, nigga.
Part 2.
Mac, you gotta let us know, bro, because we don't know what the fuck happened.
All right, look, I gotta go to it in my phone.
I'm looking at it now.
Look, this is how petty I am. I saved it in my phone so I could talk about this shit with y'all, man. I wasn't playing. So look, all right. So this nigga 50, bro. Why this nigga so petty as to? He said, it says in the article, 50 Cent is buying Ja Rule's masters and publishing to all his records in a move to own Ja Rule's career. Now, the actual thing was, I'm not gonna read all of it, but I'm gonna tell you what the first part was. It said 50 Cent shattered the news headlines last week when we reported first that he was buying 200 front row seats. And we talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And he said to have it empty, make it, because he like, if I pay for the tickets, I'm gonna make sure them seats are empty. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Yeah.
So then from there, it goes, 50 Cent is closing on buying all of Ja Rule's masters and publishing rights to all his hit music he made from the 90s to the early 2000s. The price has not yet been leaked, and we are digging, but sources say it was for 7 figures. And Def Jam owns a lot of Ja Rule shit. So my thing is, if you Ja Rule and 50 Cent is pulling that next move, like you said, keep that fucking foot on that nigga's neck until he's done. Yeah. What you about to do?
I'm done.
Ja Rule tweeted though, you 50 Cent trolls trying too hard. I hope you get a check and not a check like the regular check. Then he say, laugh my ass off for the niggas on the short bus. He can't buy masters that I own. And
that's the thing I want to find out.
Right.
I want to do some digging. I want to know if Ja really owned all his masters.
There's only so many artists that really actually own all their
and masters. I don't think he's one of them.
Right.
That's just me.
The only reason I think he did because he was such a big artist, and I think Irv, since he had more of a hand in Def Jam anyway, I don't think he would have let him not have his masters. If anything, him and Irv own them bitches together. Yeah, because Irv ain't just type of nigga that just get his ownership up.
Or if the publishing company,
because he kind of like what's the name? He kind of like Damon Dash with that shit. Like I gotta keep my shit. Like our shit that we work on is our shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but I can agree with you on that because it wasn't even Dame Dash for real. It was really Biggs. Biggs to this day still owns the masters and publishing to Reasonable Doubt. He said he would never let that go. He said ain't nothing wrong with me and Jay. Me and Jay is good, but he said that's something near and dear to my heart. He's like that's when I realized that I can make it in this business when we put that together.
Yeah, he A&R'd that whole album.
Yeah. So, and you could tell by the flow of the album that it was all Big and real talk.
So I ain't never heard Big's musical input, but like,
I have.
But with that Reasonable Doubt, that's the only
tells you
things I got
from the old gangster style.
So last week when we touched on this 50 and Josh shit, I was basically saying like if I'm beefing with a nigga and it's beef, I gotta put my foot on this nigga neck. He can't breathe. He gotta be done, like gone, like no shows, no nothing. Like do y'all see what I was saying now?
Yeah,
like,
now it makes a lot more sense.
It's funny that you said that because after that, like he tweeted something to that same
to the same way how you worded
how you worded it. So it's kind of like, damn, this nigga.
I think 50 got microphones in your house,
watching this shit, bro.
50 got microphones in your house, man, or he watching.
He probably watching shows out the fifth. But like that, I mean, but that's how I feel. Like in any game I'm in, like if it's beef, like not just if we had a tiff. Or it's bologna, or even roast beef. Like it has to be beef, my nigga. Yeah. Like you have to be gone, like done.
There's no way you're gonna see us ever.
Because
you cannot still be around, like at all.
Not gonna
That's
be
what he
cool
said. This shit ain't gonna be over until one of us dead,
bro. Like I will make it my business to be wherever you're at, and I'm gonna make it uncomfortable for you until you just be like, you know what, bro? I'm just gonna be a family man,
right?
Nigga, they gonna do I'm gonna let you do your unsung and your behind the music. However, you know what I'm saying? You can do that.
Money to purchase you a franchise.
You can do that.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do. But this music shit, nothing.
It's mine.
My nigga. It ain't even mine for real.
Right.
But when it come to me and you, this mine. That's how I feel.
In.
But I'm petty. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a petty dude.
I'm petty too, but
and I don't like people. Yeah. So if we beefing, my nigga, like you can't eat here.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it from the angle of like the nigga you beating a dead horse, but from they angle, he like that's some people he had real shit with.
Yeah, so I got hurt.
Like, so it's
this
forever.
Shit goes beyond the rap music.
Yeah, it's real beef.
Right.
That's the only reason I can be like shit. It is what it is.
Niggas didn't even know who Ja was when the beef first started.
But let's just be clear. In order for it to be beef, I either have to get hurt, somebody that I love had to get hurt, or I have to miss out on a fuck ton of money because of you.
Yeah.
And your stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I don't play about. You know that. My family or my money. I don't play about neither one of them. You feel what I'm saying? I got an uncle that owe me $2,000 right now. That nigga ducking me. On some real shit.
Right.
I'm not playing.
Hey, man, I got a few.
You're done, my nigga. Like, no. Listen.
But this was some petty dollars. It ain't for that shit.
Beef. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, nigga, you cannot open up nothing. You can't do shit. Nigga, I don't want you.
I'm on your ass.
Nigga, I'm on you.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. But I'm on you, nigga. And like I said, I can never knock 50 for that shit. But I want to know, do Ja Rule really own his masters? When you saying shit like that, I want to dig. I need to know. I need parts. Do you own the masters or the publishing company own the masters? Or we already know 50 Cent just be saying shit.
Just to piss people off or just to stir up something.
Because he know he's the fucking grasshopper and you a fucking ant. You feel what I'm saying?
So if it's possible, he gonna try to make it seem like he can do it.
Yeah.
He gonna show the video on the phone with somebody playing like they got this nigga masters. It's gonna be a whole thing. You feel? Because that's serious.
Yeah.
Because at that point, if I own your masters, nigga, I own you.
Or at least your cash flow.
I own you. Because I own your career, because we call you Ja Rule. Right?
Right.
The name of these niggas on this song is Ja Rule. You have to go back to being whatever the fuck your real name is.
Okay.
Right. You can't even be Ja Rule.
So you saying you own Ja Rule at that point?
When you perform, my nigga, I get a check. When your record spin, I get a check.
Every time that song play,
no, but royalty don't count for performing. Royalty count for like.
Yeah, that's
every
the
time
only
plays
reason
and
why
shit.
performers like doing a lot
they
of road
still,
shows.
yeah, they do it. Okay.
But
All right, well-
but spins, radio spins,
Yeah,
internet
radio
spins,
spins and all that
Sales,
shit.
all right,
sales. Oh, I got
But
you.
you
on.
know when you perform, that boosts your streaming sales. Anytime you perform,
And you gonna make
motherfuckers
me
like, damn,
more
I ain't
money.
heard that in a long time. Mine. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, so then they
Thanks
still
a
gonna
lot.
get
So if
that.
I do
I'm
all your
working for
masters,
you, too.
and you know that going into these shows that I'm going to get a check is going to make you stop performing.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a means to an end, if it's possible.
Or a nigga just ain't gonna give a fuck if he need the money hard enough. So he gonna be like, shit, we both about to get this. Yeah, fuck it.
You know what will fuck the world up? If these niggas come out and say, you know what, all this shit was bullshit the entire time.
Right.
This my guy,
Right.
and we made it our business.
And who's to say? Because they both from the same hood. So
I mean, a lot of people to say. There's a lot of variables in that situation.
A lot of
I'm
people
just saying.
locked up
I just
still.
said hypothetically that should fuck us up.
Yeah.
Like y'all niggas been like it's niggas that's had it hood beef for real over y'all two niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Still niggas locked up over
You
this
feel what I'm
shit.
saying? Like
Yeah.
I know niggas that got
don't fuck
socked
with
for
niggas.
fucking with Ja Rule.
Niggas don't fuck with niggas because of they like Ja Rule or they like 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And I like both of their music.
Me too.
50 Cent killed this nigga with the same shit he was already doing and told the nigga that he was weak for doing it. I'm just saying, bro.
Like, bro, he pulled a whole JB from Pootie Tang. Every time I do something, you do the exact same thing. Every time I say something, you do the exact same
Listen,
thing.
that's beef. Rule got to pull up.
It's gotta be
You gotta pull up,
It's gotta
bro.
be a session, bro. They
He
gotta,
probably will.
They gotta shoot
Because
the
your
fade,
your
something.
mic is larger than mine. Your voice goes further than mine. You got more connections than I do.
Yep.
At least I can kick your ass. If I can say that, I can go. You know what I'm saying?
That goes
let
a
me,
long
I can
way
kick
though.
your ass.
let me go on my hole, knowing that.
Right.
Pause. But let me go at the house, like be talking shit, but I beat that ass though, and that's all I gotta say though.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
Even
yeah,
if
you
the
got more
playing
money
field
than
a
me,
little bit.
but I
But
fuck you up, and you
I
know
bet
it.
you ain't got it with these though.
You ain't got to do the fist, but I fuck you up because I did it already. That's my mean mug.
I'll be petty with
beat
it.
your
I'm
like you know what I'm saying.
And that's
So-
the thing though.
You gotta pull up.
Once you do that though, once he beat his ass,
Love and hate.
it ain't no coming back from that.
and it got to be like, but Rule,
Especially
and
in
I
this
think
time.
Rule can handle himself. Like,
I think
on
he
some real
can
shit.
too. I seen that nigga in the gym too.
Yeah,
Like 50.
I know Fifth get down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We just have to let them go for it and see what happens.
Hey,
They
listen.
too grown ass man. They gon'
And
put on
they
a good
work
show.
out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Obviously,
Right.
I want to see like you at some point like you gonna keep losing, bro.
Can
You
we
gotta
have-
win something.
Can we have, hey, if they do fight, can it be like Kimbo Slice style? Shouts out to Kimbo Slice, rest in peace. But can we like backyard it?
Backyard it?
Yeah, I want to see
No.
a backyard
No,
fight, bro.
I don't want to see no boxing gloves. I want to
I
see
know.
a pull
No, I
up.
said Kimbo Slice, no gloves.
I want to see a pull up.
You never seen Kimbo Slice
Yeah,
video?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No gloves.
I want to
I'm
see a
talking
pull
about
up. That
pull a
should be
nigga eye
kind
out they
of
socket.
nasty. Yeah, that shit's nasty.
That was nasty.
But at least do the UFC gloves or something like that. Just,
So
I mean, you can always wrap him a
'cause
little bit.
You hit a nigga like in the corner, that nigga gonna start getting cut. He gonna get cut.
He gonna get cut
easy.
anyway. But like, so, I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like it's like you got to win something. What do y'all feel? Y'all feel like Ja Rule should just let the shit go, or feel like he got?
No, he gotta beat his ass.
He need a
bro.
victory.
He got to
Yeah, he
whoop
gotta
him
whoop
up in
it.
something.
He need a
got to,
victory.
bro.
He got to whoop him up.
He need one, and
Or-
it's gonna be
I
hard.
love the saying whoop him up. You got to whoop him up.
Even if they jump the nigga, Irv brother, and Ja, they roll up and jump him. I'm cool with that. You gotta get a win,
But
bro.
see,
Yeah,
he's
got
just
to.
as smart as the rest of these niggas who talk all the shit. You know 50 got somebody. 50 got somebody with him. He might not need him, but he got him because he paying them.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I mean, you know, he got
So,
boxing
if-
nniggas that he keep around him
but
and
I
shit.
swear
Yeah.
to God, bro, all
I mean, he
Rule
gonna
gotta
handle
do
this
is say
shit.
it. I feel like if Rule said, like, nigga, I'm about to pull up, what's up? Like, that's the one thing that never happened.
Yeah,
They
that's the
gonna
only
threw
thing he's
shots at
never
each other,
said.
through drinks at each, like all type of shit, but nobody fought.
Yeah.
And I think
Not
Fifth is the
publicly.
person that probably would take the offer up faster.
Yeah,
Because a lot of
where
niggas
you at,
wouldn't.
nigga? Like,
yeah, I think
50
that-
I hope.
I would
Because
hope.
50 wants to embarrass him, so of course he's gonna take the offer, and he wants it to be televised in some
Yes.
form.
I
He gonna
wonder,
try to make some money off of
He's
it.
going
but
to.
I wonder if 50 Cent like really like enthusiastic about jumping into a fight with this nigga Ja Rule.
I at this point,
I think he
because
just-
it's not about I want to hurt you physically. Like, you know,
I just want to.
No, but I'm saying
like
if
you
he
said.
say pull up, like I wonder, is he like, would he be worried or he just
Would
be
50
like,
be worried?
yeah.
I don't think he'd be worried.
I'm
'Cause
gonna
I don't
put it to
think
you
it's light
this, you
work.
know, like, because it's been going on for 10 years.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
because we've been beefing for this long, like the first year, yes, I wanted to cause you bodily harm. That's what I wanted to do. Like, you know, you get into it, a nigga, your first instance is to fuck this nigga up.
Yeah.
But the best way to fuck a nigga up, and my dad told me this, I'm gonna ruin your life.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Everything that you care about and you love, I'm gonna take it. That's how you. That's
How
beef
you-
beef.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So realistically, like, nigga, the thought of me fucking you up is furthest from my mind. But I'm pretty sure that if Josh say, you know what, bro, fuck this shit, nigga, where you at? I'm about to pull up. 50, because he's such a bully, he has to take him up on his offer.
I understand that, but I'm saying, do you feel like he have in his mind that it's light work, or is it like, do you think he like, okay, I'm gonna have to really like try to beat this nigga
I'm pretty
ass?
sure Fifth is the individual that he's not stupid. And, you know, we all have been taught, like, if a real man has been in your life, has told you never underestimate nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not, I don't think 50 dumb enough to be like, man, I'll beat this nigga ass light work. No, I think he gonna take it serious.
But that's how he act, though. That's what I'm just, that's what I'm saying.
Because that's social media shit.
I understand that. But I'm
can't
just,
hit a
I'm
nigga
just,
through
I'm
the
just,
phone.
I'm just saying, though. I
think
wonder.
he's gonna approach it differently.
But that's not keeping the same energy. You get what I'm saying?
It's not, but if Ja Rule do that, he spins everything around and not the ball is on 50.
So let's
like, so now we looking at 50 like, nigga, you ain't shit.
Sure.
You a Twitter fingers.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? He done laid it out.
Right.
Ja Rule, nigga, offer that nigga the fade, bro. Period.
Yeah.
Offer him the fade.
But
Yeah,
knowing 50, even if it look like it's changing up for him or whatever, he's still gonna do what he gotta do because 50 is still gonna be on top in anybody's discussion as long as he got anything to say
yes,
to do
but
about
when
it.
it comes to 50 and Ja, if Ja whooped that ass,
That's what I'm saying.
He has to leave Ja Rule alone.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah.
But 50 is gonna
100.
do whatever it takes, even if he gotta do more training than he normally would for some shit like this. Because we don't never know what he know.
We know the nigga be training.
We never know what 50 know. For all we know, 50 know that this nigga Ja got them hands and known about him, but he don't talk about it because it was only supposed to be rap shit. Yeah. But since 50 went deeper than rap, that's when it got real.
He
so
definitely
it's like,
went deeper. I don't even think he went deeper than rap.
So,
he just went deeper in rap.
Shouts out to my nigga. Shouts out to my nigga
think,
Ja.
For the most part, it was just like two groups that didn't like each other. And for the most part, the other niggas was making it like ramping this shit up until the point where
two groups that didn't like each other.
It
was one group that didn't like one nigga. They didn't have no issues with Bank Yayo.
Yeah, they actually didn't have no.
Nobody had issues with them niggas. They created their own issues because they was fucking with 50.
You know,
we riding together, we dying together. Bad boys for life.
That. I'm just saying though, Banks and Buck, not Banks and Buck, but Banks and Yayo been with him for the longest. So at a point where it's fuck you, it's automatically fuck them niggas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they guilty by association.
Yeah, but they didn't have issues. Like, it was other niggas involved.
But his issues become y'all issues. If it's fuck him, then it's fuck y'all too.
That's like with 50 and Cam. Even though they said it was always on wax. They beef was on wax. It never got beyond whatever. That's why you can always see the playfulness between him and Jim or whatever. And even Cam came out and said it. But with that,
didn't they get into it on the radio?
Who?
Cam and
because they was at the Breakfast Club.
That shit ain't sound like playing.
No, Cam came out and said it. He was on one of ESPN's shows and they asked him about that question and he said, man, everything we did was really on wax. He was like, it was all about sales between us two. Who could get better sales from New York? That's what it was. He said it was never one of no pull up situations. Nobody wanted to fight nobody. He was like, how is it that we supposed to be beefing, but you got my second in hand and his second in hand making music together, Lloyd Banks and Joel. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it really wasn't no beef like that. It was more so like, nigga, you put out 150 million, I'm about to do 250 million. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's competition.
Yeah, competitive. Which we know 50 like that. That's why he always
that's why he did it with Kanye.
But Cam ain't no competitor, to be honest with you, in sales wise. They never sold as much as 50 was doing.
Never.
Except when Jim did when he got balling. But that was one record.
That's because that was like when that one dropped so international quick though.
Yeah.
But that's what helped him with that.
But like we can kind of get off the Ja Rule and 50 shit, but I just want to wrap it up, you know what I'm saying, by saying like, Ja, nigga, pull up. Like, you gotta pull up, bro.
Yeah, like I said, shouts out to Ja, bro.
Give him the fade.
You gonna have to beat that. You love and hate, my nigga.
You gonna have to get it. Shouts
Radio
out to Radio
Raheem,
Raheem,
fam. Rest in peace.
Yeah, you gonna have to do that.
Bill Nunn.
Okay, we got the Snoop Dogg biopic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need parts. What's going on?
Yeah, you gotta tell me about that one.
I guess they starting to shoot it or whatever, but they not saying where it's coming from yet. If it's gonna be like a Netflix thing, but what it's gonna start, it's gonna start from Snoop, from when he was a kid and how he grew up in the '70s and shit, and its influence all the way up until now.
Which would be dope because we know he's heavily influenced by the 70s,
Boosie
60s,
Collins,
So I think that'd be dope.
You know what I would love to see?
But you wasn't here, and that's why I know you about to say that. You wasn't here. Me and Big J, we asked each other like which biopics we would want to see. What about you, Mac? Which biopic that hasn't been done that you feel like
that hasn't been done that needs to be done?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you two of them. I got to give you two. My first one, Richard Pryor. I wish they stopped playing around and give us this biopic.
See, we didn't talk about comedy. We just was straight music with it.
Yeah, we was.
I mean, I got music too.
Okay.
See, I got entertainment and I'm music.
Okay.
My second, and they pissing me off about this one. They could have been did it because they got the two perfect people to play him. Marvin Gaye. You got your younger Marvin Gaye in his younger adult years, and then right as he was getting older, right before that situation happened when he died, you got Usher to play young Marvin Gaye. Nah, I can't think of his name, but he was on like NYPD Blue, and then he was in the movie Rent. I can't think of his name, and he currently on TV right now as a cop, whatever. But I can't remember his name. But he was in Rent. He can sing. He has Marvin Gaye's whole everything down, like the whole octaves and falsettos. He can kill it, just like Marvin Gaye.
I never really thought about Marvin Gaye because that's a little
I put you like
beyond
this.
my. Like I listened to it, but it wasn't like somebody that I would
want to see. Like
I want to see because I want to see if somebody can really pour out the truth of why
his dad
what was the build up to his dad actually killing him. I would love to see that.
And you know what?
You stole a gem from us. It's one thing how Aaliyah died. She died from the plane crash.
Yeah,
that's something you just can't control. Yeah. But you can control coming in, killing somebody that you supposed to love. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad you said Aaliyah, but we're gonna continue this because I'm gonna add something to the show.
I think that a lot of people that watch that shit just because they not really checking for Marvin Gaye, but when they see like the trailer and shit, the story of his shit was more so better than it was more attractive than just knowing it was about him. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like that, you can take Marvin Gaye name out of that, and his whole story will still be a movie you'll watch. Right. You get what I'm saying? So. That might be.
But I think maybe because I grew up in like heavy on some Marvin Gaye. Yeah, that was all Motown for me.
See, the thing about biopics to me is like you first have to have an interesting story.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Story is everything.
Like you had to have been through certain shit in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Tyler Perry is one of them dudes that can probably need a biopic.
He need one. He definitely.
You feel what I'm saying? Well, at some point,
he went through some shit
just because of him being homeless and still doing his shows and you know what I'm saying,
progressing
that type of
from
shit.
Stage to movies
and then to the level he at now. So at some point I feel like he needs one, but like I said, like the one I wanted to see was like a real Cash Money biopic.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
You feel what I'm saying, like a real live get Jacquees to play Wayne. You got to because he looked just like the nigga. You feel what I'm saying, like all that shit all the way.
He just got to remember he can't do all that harmonizing.
Yeah,
because he might get too into it and be like, "Damn, I'm not even auto-tuning now."
But I think if they put him in the studio,
the reason why I say Cash Money, and I know me and Big J agree, is because like at like that point, like Snoop was cool, you know what I mean? But Snoop wasn't like my era. Like he was, but he wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I fell in love with music, you know what I mean? It was
damn. We going like brown sugar now. When you fell in love with music,
yeah. When I fell in love with music, like nigga, it was, you know. Not like DMX, who also deserves a biopic, by the way.
Yeah, I would love to see that one too.
You know, like DMX was play heavy in my house. Like my mom and my stepfather, bro. I know like the Fat Boys and Curtis Blow, like that's their music. So that's what they played. They didn't really play new shit. So you know what I mean. I wasn't hip to Tupac like that. So Tupac is not in my top 5 or nothing like that. Right. He dope. I fuck with him, but he's not like my guy. Right. You know what I'm saying? But DMX was one of them things that my stepdad fuck with heavy. You know what I mean? Like, It's Dark and Hell's Hot, nigga. That was played. Like, heavy. Like, you know what I mean? So DMX was my guy. And then it was, when I was able to get, like, of course Eminem, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it was Cash Money. When I think about, like, my childhood and music, Cash Money was the root of all that shit. Right. Really? How I dressed. Like, nigga, like, everything. Like, nigga, like, I didn't. What I mean by like the root of it is how I like that shit changed up everything for me.
See, I never knew that. That's interesting because that's knowing you this long.
On my interview, we would have probably went there too. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I didn't think that because like mine was the era that you was talking about before that, the Snoop and
that was my era.
That was the era when I fell in love with music.
Yeah, right.
That's why
like certain songs like Tupac, nigga, like I hear certain songs and I see shit. Like I see the moment.
The time frame.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And then like the movies, like I didn't watch Juice when it first came out because I was young. But when I started listening to Tupac, I watched Juice and those type of movies and shit. Kind of like, oh, I like that. I like that style. I like that shit. So it molded.
But did it shape you like of how you carried yourself?
Yeah. The movies did.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like when Cash Money, like, of course I wasn't gonna be DMX. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to take nothing because Rockefeller too, because Rockefeller and Cash Money, like,
Rockefeller
that's
didn't do
how
it for
like,
me
you
at
know,
that
nigga,
age.
we was wearing weak Timbs, white with the whole jean outfit, nigga,
Right.
because of Rockefeller.
Yeah,
like
Jay-Z.
that, like them
Properties
niggas was the
and-
freshest niggas in the world to me.
Yeah, they was.
Period. But Cash Money still had that style, like, nigga, it was Jabos, white tees, nigga, and a soldier rag.
You know what
my
it
nigga.
was? You know what it was for me for Cash Money though? It wasn't even how they dressed, even though I did like how they dressed because they dressed how they wanted to. What it did it for me for Cash Money was they swagger and they tone and how they carried themselves. Like, they nigga, we from Louisiana. We from this ward. We from this side. We from
I ain't
Earl
never
Hall,
seen a
like,
prowler.
projects.
I ain't never seen
Seen
a
a prowler.
prowler.
until I saw
Never.
Baby
Never,
and-
bro.
and Manny
It's how I
Fresh.
You
seen
see what
that
I'm
shit.
saying? But that's the imprint. Like, when I think back on my music,
Yeah.
like, that was in my motherfucking
Right.
headphones,
That's why I said I get
it was
you.
guerrilla warfare.
That's the shit.
Right.
But
that was
that's-
our shit. Remember that
That's
shit?
what
Like,
made me want to rap. You know what I'm saying? That's the
just
type of
made
shit
me-
that. That's the type of shit that
I ain't
made me
gonna
want
lie
to
to
and
rap.
that was middle school.
Yeah, that was
That was middle school.
They didn't make me want to rap. They made Manny Fresh made me want to do beats. I actually been following Manny Fresh longer than a lot of people really would think I would have, but because you know I have a strong musical background,
Yeah.
you'll be like, it makes sense that you know about Manny Fresh, like before everybody else knew about. Like how I knew that if you don't know this about Manny Fresh and you a fan of
They
him,
used to call me that in
you
high
whack
school.
as shit.
Fresh.
They used to call me Manny Fresh.
Manny
They called me
Fresh.
Manny Fresh,
See,
too. That's 'cause I was fat
You
in
saying
high
high
Me
school?
too. Yeah, high school.
See, in high school they called me Jeezy without this. Before I grew this,
I
they
see
said
it.
I
I
was
see
Jeezy.
it. I see it.
Shouts out to my nigga Jeezy one time. But
What's crazy is I met Manny Fresh mama.
Straight up.
She's related to my brother. Though.
Right.
And when I went to their little family reunion,
Right.
she was there.
And see-
'Cause they from New Orleans.
a lot of
Okay.
people don't, but yeah, a lot of people don't know that Manny Fresh
Pretty
is
cool.
it created the whole New Orleans style before a Master P, before
Talk about the bounce sound.
that bounce sound, like that whole Louisiana. They said if it wasn't no Manny Fresh, they wouldn't had a actual sound. Like how like we got a sound because of whoever, and Houston got a sound because of whoever. Louisiana, the sound is because of him. If it wasn't Manny Fresh, there would be no bounce movement. There would be no Louisiana style music.
Right.
They said he was the man for that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was they swagger. It was Manny Fresh actually gave me confidence because he was a big nigga getting hoes.
That's because they had a prowler.
They had a prowler.
saw that. That motherfucker was a
he talking
spaceship.
about gator boots with the pimped out Gucci suit.
But
And
that's
got
later
no
though.
job.
Yeah.
Like that's our
But it's
shit.
just-
But that's later on.
but
Like
it's
nigga,
just like- it's just the fact-
Nigga,
all them
Yeah.
chopper cities
But
and
you know- but
nigga it was
what-
talking about 8 chopper cities.
The reason
in
why,
it.
it.
the reason why I use that song because he made it where a nigga can be balling on a budget. I ain't paid my rent, all my money spent, ain't got no job, but I stay
But
shy.
his TV's in the head, right?
Right.
Rest, my nigga.
You know,
But you know, let's get back to Snoop. I don't want to get off Snoop. What are you expecting to see out of this whole thing?
I think it's gonna be a lot of player shit. So it's gonna be like it's gonna be
Influences of the pimp shit. in his-
it's gonna be
yeah.
heavy because he said it was in his household. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Do you think niggas be boosting up their shit like lying?
I don't think his parents was. I think he said his uncle and son was.
Yeah,
yeah, his
yeah,
uncle's
yeah.
the reason why.
Yeah, the one
just
that's
passed
always
away.
with him and shit.
Yep, he just passed away too.
Oh damn, sorry to hear that. Rest in peace.
Yep.
But
Uncle June, but
I mean, everybody bringing out their biopics, you know what I mean, which is cool. But I always feel like the main people that need the biopics is the ones that change the culture. Like with NWA, that was well needed because they changed the culture.
because he's
Like
a part
Luke-
of that culture,
right.
that change. That got
Luke
changed.
and them, like that definitely needs to happen.
Yeah, that needs to happen.
That whole
because
parental
he's the
advisory
reason
shit,
why
because-
the parental advisory.
Nigga, that needs to happen. Like we want to see when they went up against the feds.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Cash money.
Courtrooms.
Cash money, I feel like, you know, we had the 8 Ball and MJGs. Like Texas was always doing their thing. But Cash Money, to me, is they put the South up. Like they brought the South up to the North, bro. Like on some real shit.
Yeah.
Like we wasn't fucking with them niggas like that, nigga. They made bling bling a real thing,
But
my
yeah,
nigga.
it's in
It's in the
fucking
dictionary.
dictionary.
Like niggas say that shit like nigga bling bling, nigga like
And I think Birdman said that's one of his biggest mistakes on not
he know I
trademarking that
shit, nigga. I
And
know
Wayne
you
got it. So every time something good,
What?
Wayne didn't get that?
No, ain't nobody.
Ain't
get that
nobody
shit.
got
So
it.
nobody got it. I
No.
thought Wayne got it.
Nope. That's the only
That
thing
was
they
that
fucked
was
up
when
on.
they fucked up.
I bet that nigga E40 ain't fuck up. Ooh,
Yeah,
shouts
he
out
That
to
nigga
E40
40,
one time.
yeah. Shouts out to 40.
He got his
his own
own
dictionary.
book. Yeah, he got his own dictionary.
which is cool because that nigga is. I was gonna ask that too, like which like got the best slang.
You.
But that's a whole nother question.
But on the Snoop
I'm
topic,
slapping it,
nigga,
didn't dab it.
I feel like he did change the culture. Like he made like we popular in the culture, and it birthed a whole different sound of music. You
I
got the
think-
niggas. I don't think without Snoop, you wouldn't get a Currency, you wouldn't get a Wiz, you wouldn't get like a lot of people who like influenced by him.
But also, what I liked about Snoop is the fact that he made commercial gangster. He made it where he can tap into almost any play field, any genre.
And he the
any
only artist that
platform.
transitioned through all of these generations and still
he
relevant.
brought pimping to me to the mainstream because
Yeah.
Too Short was already doing it, but Too Short
They didn't
wasn't
accept
never-
him though.
Yeah, they didn't accept Too Short, but they accepted Snoop.
Snoop, because Snoop went into the whole lifestyle. The long
He even
hair,
nigga,
the
he even got
nails,
Don
the
Juan
suits.
getting jobs and shit out here on TV and
Yeah.
shit. You get what I'm saying?
So
Pimpin'
he
Ken and them,
definitely
yeah.
brought that
Yeah.
that pimp element to the game, and I will forever thank him for that because at one point I wanted to be a pimp so bad.
So bad. And they embraced him like he was out here with a million bitches, bro.
And he was married the whole time.
Whole fucking
Boy,
time.
is that an overlay for the underplay, nigga?
Nigga, he did a biopic just because of that. He done
Man.
played the whole world, nigga.
Right.
That shit's funny, but I'm still looking forward to it because the music dope. You know what I'm saying? All that. So,
I'm really interested to see the 70s to him like
but he
as
gotta
a teenager.
do it like that realistically, bro. Because like you can't keep like because if he tell his story, then we see the Death Row story. It's gonna be the same shit overlapping.
Yeah.
You gotta see him as Calvin Brodus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. You like give us Snoop, but give us more Calvin.
Because they probably, with them going all the way back then, they're going to show us time probably in Detroit, probably. and all
Yeah,
that
so
shit.
he's gonna because I'm telling you, like all this shit like ties in, like with that NWA shit, and then with the Snoop with the beat when Dre was playing the gin, was it the gin and juice beat?
Or
They said that wasn't how it really happened, but
I know, but I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying. So you got that scenario there.
Then you got what he got.
Then you got what he got, and it's like, all right, like so, like all these stories overlapping, like you know what I'm saying. They're gonna overlap eventually.
Yeah.
Especially when Death Row's, you know what I'm saying, shit coming to play.
But I
you
think
know
that's
what?
what would make it sweet, like how you said, if they get like my man's from
Lakeith
Atlanta,
Stafford.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they get that and they get the characters to overlap, where it'll make sense because these the same people from the movies.
But see,
it has
that's
to
where
be
they fuck
told.
up in certain movies too, because certain people they be switching them up, and I'm like, bro, you just had this guy play him.
Yeah, that's
Just like they did
Keep
with the
that same
Biggie,
guy.
like they had my man's play Tupac in the Biggie movie, and then they had this nigga play Tupac in his own movie.
Yeah.
So it's like two different niggas.
Yeah, because they had Anthony Mackie play him.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie played
Tupac.
You know what I'm saying?
And I like Anthony Mackie too, but that
Me
shit
too,
was
bro.
horrible.
But you know
Yeah,
why
it
they
was.
did that? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if y'all ever knew this, but the reason why they got Anthony Mackie is because he had already played Tupac in a play, believe it or not. A
straight
play.
up.
He
Okay.
played Tupac. Because you know Tupac is of the theater way before Thug Life shit.
Thug Life, yeah.
So that's what they wanted to do, but they wanted to show his growth from theater to gangsta
Right.
hip hop, whatever.
Okay.
So
That makes sense, but it didn't translate.
it
good.
didn't translate as well.
Nah.
But yeah, I don't know that shit. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to it. Shouts out to Snoop for doing
Yeah,
it.
me too. Shout out Snoop.
Master P,
The D
get
other,
your
it
shit,
is.
nigga. Come on, I'm ready for it.
I told you, bro. He got to
Goddamn.
take that shit to a studio. He
I'm
better
gonna let
take
him
that
shoot however he's gonna shoot it. I know Luke and them working on their shit. But damn, I forgot about stuff because you had brought up Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm.
So T-Pain posted, I saw it on Facebook. Did y'all see what he said?
No.
Yeah, I seen it.
About he's
He
basically said
her death overrated,
Overhyped.
overhyped her legacy.
her legacy.
How did you feel about that?
I can,
And the
I
craziest
can
shit
agree
is
with it.
I can
a
see
lot
it.
of people was like, damn, you right, my nigga,
Yeah.
like, because she died.
But we do that with a lot of people. They
We
did
do
that
it,
with
and that's
X.
what people were saying. Like, we do that with a lot of people.
We did that XXX Tentacion. In
All
reality, bro, he only had one song that everybody like
Fuck
that went
with.
crazy.
Yeah, all
But then, you know what I'm saying? Afterwards, he had Billboard charts, like charting songs and shit.
I think he got that because of his death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not
Like,
saying he couldn't have done it alive, but it was a reason for it. Like Mac Miller's album sold more now that he's dead than it did.
Well,
when
that's,
he
I
was
mean,
alive.
that's just how all that shit. That's
but
how that
Max
shit go.
sold before though, so
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
he
Mac is
had.
popping.
He was popping, but what I'm saying is, when you die, you're more relevant than when you're alive. Sometimes.
Yeah.
And how you die too.
Yeah,
Um,
and that was another reason why he got
but
so
like,
big.
so do are y'all in agreement with that? Like what he said?
I'm not gonna say it 100% because I ain't really, but she don't have a big catalog.
But the
Compared
catalog she
to-
got is amazing.
she got
I know
enough-
that's
she
what
got
I'm saying.
enough in her
It's the same
catalog.
thing with Biggie as we was arguing about.
She
His
did
catalog
songs
not
with
a big, but his like he hit like everything out the park, nigga. He ain't miss one.
right.
So as far as with her, it's
She was
not
on
you
a-
can if you go from the small sample size, then yeah, it's overhyped.
She was on a.
So
I put it like this. She was on a roll. So
So I'm gonna ask y'all this then. I already know what you're gonna say because you said it the last time. Do you feel like Biggie's death overhyped his legacy?
No, because he was more popular before he died,
and because he did shit at that part of his career, even though he didn't know if it was necessarily gonna end that soon or not, where it's gonna live on forever. Like he wasn't coming to LA to be malicious. He came to LA show like, look, I got love for y'all out here too. I know I got fans out here in LA, so I want to show y'all that love. That's why he made I'm Going Back to Cali. Never even really been there for real.
Yeah.
So are we talking impact or are we talking music when it comes to legacy? Or is it both?
It could be a little bit of both.
I think it's music for the most part. If we love your music enough, then we're going to overhype you when you die.
But
Because like even with the small sample size.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because like you already know how I feel about Big. I think Big's dope. I definitely think he's definitely in my top 10, but I don't put him in
your
like
top 5.
No, not at all. Because the work. You feel what I'm saying? So a nigga like Jay with 13 albums.
Let me ask you this question before you finish. Do you have anybody? Would it be an honorary person that could have been a artist that's not living anymore, who got the credit that you could put in your top 5 if you wanted to switch them out?
No.
You couldn't?
No.
Okay.
Because I measure people, like I always got this thing and I always say life after Kingdom Come. And that's a direct connection with Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the one Jay-Z album that kind of flopped.
But I love that album. I don't know why.
But it's
It had
not
shit
it's
on
not a
there I
fan
fuck
favorite.
with.
So when you look at an album like Kingdom Come, I always say like cause every artist, the more records you have, all of them not gonna hit. All
That's
of them not
true.
gonna resonate.
That's true.
You're gonna have one that's gonna be like, people not fucking with it like that, right? So now I need to see what your comeback to that is.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So when after Kingdom Come, Jay-Z dropped the Blueprint 3.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Amazing.
But see, I ain't gonna lie. I like the Kingdom Come. Maybe it's because of the Lost Ones. That was my shit. I liked how it came in.
I didn't like Magna Carta.
But then you go.
I love Magna Carta.
And then I'm speaking like you look at J. Cole. J. Cole just his Kingdom Come was that For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
And after that you got KOD.
Yeah.
You see the bounce.
But you know what?
The trajectory.
A lot more people accepted the For Your Eyes Only than they did KOD. KOD was based off of hype.
I
Your
can't
Eyes
say
Only,
that.
everybody
Everybody was
knew that
roasting that shit. That shit was
his
weak.
core fans knew that For Your Eyes Only was a personal album. And people
facts.
can do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's why he did that. He did that for himself.
I think the documentary did better
Because he
than
got more,
actual album.
but look, he got more deep. He actually got more deep on KOD, and a lot of people didn't receive it at well. Like he told you, the Kevin Hart song, the whole video and the song itself,
it
wasn't about Kevin Hart. It was about him. He cheated.
Yeah.
Niggas don't even know it because they ain't looking for the radar of a J. Cole. Like I said, J. Cole is so introverted, you don't know. That's like I said, that's when we had the check-in thing. I said J. Cole probably don't got to check in because he doesn't live that lifestyle. He doesn't live a lifestyle that people's looking for him like that. They
Yeah, that's
just
the
looking for his
conclusion we
content, his
came
music.
to. The only check-in count for the niggas who
count
love
for
about
how
that
you
street
living.
shit.
Yeah. Like, he moves different. So, and the whole time you see the video, Kevin Hart in there being, seducted to his bullshit that he went through that he trying to make out of. In the meantime, J. Cole going through the same shit. You just don't even know it. This shit is so hush hush.
Like I said, I always measure my shit based because even Rick Ross is in my top 5 because statistically, like out of all his projects, I like all of them. But then there's one that I was like, which is Hood Billionaire. But
I didn't really fuck with Hood Billionaire.
But the album after Hood Billionaire, which is
Mastermind.
No.
Which one?
The one he just came out with. If I
Can't even think of the name of it. Right
He
now.
got so many fucking albums.
He got a lot of albums out.
It's a slick ass
Because
name.
he coming out with Port of Miami too now.
So whatever, y'all know
what
which
we're
album I'm
talking
talking
about.
Yeah.
When he had the red on with the black and white writing on that motherfucker, I can't think of the name.
He got the crown on his head.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it.
It's gonna
come to you. You ain't
Damn
think about it no more.
I hate that shit. But
Yeah.
that album was hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the way through. And I'm known for like listening to an entire full album of Rick Ross and playing it just like that. Not going to a certain song. Like this whole album is
So
crack.
damn.
Yeah.
Oh damn, I'm fucked up because I thought Mastermind came out after God Forgives.
God Forgives, I Don't.
Yeah.
Then Mastermind. Then
Then
he had a
Mastermind.
mixtape. Then he
Yeah.
had the Hood Billionaire shit. And then
Yeah.
it was just his last album.
Right.
Which was, like I said, crack. So, like, it's that life after Kingdom Come. And that's how I measure niggas. Like, because all this shit, like, this music shit is all comparable. So, and I know, like, niggas praise Big, you know what I'm saying? Heavy. But realistically, like, Big don't hold a candlestick to Jay. Not at all. Because I measure by work. And Jay got way more shit. that I like.
What is
that album was called Rather You Than Me.
Rather You Than Me? I
Rather
knew it was some
You
slick
Than
shit.
Me. Yeah.
Boom. So, which was crazy. Shouts out to
was
Rick
a good
Ross.
one.
But so, and that's how me and Jay, we kind of like had it out, like, you know, on one of them episodes about it, because that's how I measure shit, because it's all comparable.
I just think like without the influence of Biggie, you wouldn't get a Rick Ross.
I can't say that.
I think so.
I can't fully say that. I'm pretty sure that his
but
persona,
he flipped a lot. I'm saying he flipped a lot of the shit that Biggie have done as far as music wise.
Yeah, but that's just paying homage though.
But I feel like that's why I'm saying that's a direct influence, showing that he.
Yeah, but the Biggie ain't had no direct influence on nigga.
Kinda.
Like no, nigga, I don't know what the fuck happened with that shit.
He kinda did, because his not. It was like.
Yeah, but his shit was aggressive.
And another.
But
one.
I think that's what.
Aggressive.
But you wouldn't even go that direction without having that Biggie influence. Is what I'm saying.
Somebody's gonna give you that argument. That it was like and another.
And that's perfectly fine.
Baby.
It's all comparable. It's
Yeah.
all comparable.
Yeah.
But that's up to Rick Ross to say where he got it from or how did it come about. Which
Nah,
he never
nah,
did.
He's
I'm
gonna
just
probably
saying
say
that
Biggie.
with
I'ma
that
be real with
type
you.
of influence
But
like that,
I feel
you
like
can't
that
just
shit be
say
dick
he ain't.
sucking, or I feel like that shit be playing that political shit because
I mean,
you know so many
that's
niggas
just like a
fuck
lot of
with
people.
him.
That's just like a lot of people who like for instance, when you got somebody who come from somewhere like you said, a Master P or a Lil Wayne or whatever, they going 9 out of 10. If I'm from Louisiana, whatever, if I'm just trying to get my name out there or whatever, a lot of niggas aren't like that. They're gonna say, oh yeah, my biggest influence was people like Master P and Cash Money, and they gonna forget about the Mystical.
Yeah.
Even though he was with Master P, but he had such a good thing on his own, even though he was.
But that
part
was
of
the
a group.
nigga though. Like,
Right.
No Limit had Mystical and Cash Money had Juvie.
Yeah.
Like they had niggas. They were the forefront niggas that brought everybody to him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Which, like I said, that's how the game go. But like I said, all this shit is comparable, and that's all I say. You know what I mean? Like, no matter if I like both Biggie albums, Jay-Z still got 14 or 13 rather that I fuck with heavy.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's no way that I will put Big over Jay at all. He got 2 albums I like. He got 13 that I like.
Hey, that's real. That's real.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I when I had this conversation with people, they immediately think I'm just shitting on Big.
I'm gonna be real with you. When we first had this, because like I said, Drake, we had just met each other within the last month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm more of I was in that gotta protect Biggie thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, because like I said, maybe because I grew up on him so heavy.
Yeah.
But I grew up on both him and Tupac. But to go back on Biggie is like, I grew up on him so heavy, but I am a Jay-Z fan. I can quote more Jay-Z songs than I can quote Biggie's, but the only ones that just stick out there to me with Biggie is like stuff from his first album.
Right.
So I get what you're saying about that. That's why, like, I didn't understand it, how you was coming at it, but it's like, I'm the type of person, make it make sense.
Yeah.
If you can make it make sense, then I can sit there and possibly either agree, or even if I still disagree, at least I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But to just hear somebody say, oh, Jay-Z over Biggie, it's like, damn, but really, Biggie put Jay-Z on a little bit, just a tad bit.
but I'm only speaking about music.
But
And that's the difference between us and our top 5s. Mine is on ability.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if it don't have, I can have a small sample size with ability, because your ability is your ability. If you make a mark on me in that small sample size, it's going to affect me more than somebody who I had to listen to a long time before I really fell in love with the shit.
Right. But
That's why I say with the top 5.
But back to that Kingdom Come shit, like when you say ability, like we only, like when it comes to Big's ability, we only can figure out, like we only can guess of how his career would have went.
Right.
We could say like, damn, he probably.
But I'm not talking about the career.
He probably would have been Rick
But I'm
Ross.
talking about I'm judging him
That's
just
what I'm
in that
saying.
window.
What I'm saying is,
with his ability.
Jay-Z wouldn't be Jay-Z if Jay-Z didn't have 14 albums like that. You feel what I'm saying? He wouldn't be him. Period. Biggie wouldn't be Biggie if his 2 albums didn't sound like that.
That's why I put him higher, because within them 2 albums, he had more of an impact.
I'm not
he
disagreeing with you.
started waves before there were even the term I'm creating a wave or this is my wave. He was doing that before anybody was doing it. That's but that goes back to say the impact of how he moved his people, the people who was behind him.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I was a Biggie fan by default, because that's what my uncle played.
Yeah.
But once I actually got old enough to actually understand what the fuck he was saying,
Yeah.
that's what gave me the love for Biggie. It wasn't because, my uncle liked him, so I like him. I'm going to be real with you. If you said who you going to pick out of the 2, I'm going to say Jay-Z.
Right.
Because if you owe me $10, you ain't giving me 9. Shouts out to my nigga Jay. I loved American Gangster was my album, my nigga. That and the Black Album.
Listen, I still say, and anybody can feel free to argue with me about this shit, but I feel like American
You
Gangster
arguing with
was
the both of us.
Jay-Z's best album.
You arguing with the both of us.
And the only reason I say that is because the fact that he embodied a person. And I took it as he was Frank Lucas if Frank Lucas was a rapper.
Right.
And he's going in the studio picking his beats like, yeah, sway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's I'm like, that shit is gangster.
Hey, that red party life.
Yeah. It's just I love music, but I don't think I can do that.
Right.
I would try. Like I'm gonna turn into El Chapo and make an album. As if I'm El Chapo. Like, nigga, you have to like be around.
That's creative. That's some creative shit.
That's some creative shit. And then then I have to fuck with the right production, the right producer that's gonna bring out this Frank Lucas.
See, but that's what makes it more clever because this, to be honest with you, everybody, like, it's like being an actor. Like, sometimes these characters, you want to be them, so it's easier to play those people. What made it so good with Jay-Z is that the beats that he was picking, it fit the songs perfectly. So for him,
with the exception of that Hello Brooklyn shit, that's the one song
I like that song. I like that song.
I don't like. I don't know if it's Wayne. Or
maybe because Wayne was on it.
Just
because I was thinking about the era when that was too. That was like the Carter 3 era.
Yeah, it wasn't
just on everything.
I like that song.
It wasn't it for me.
But I don't.
I play it like, you know what I mean. If it go through, like it just go through. I don't.
You ain't looking for it like.
I'm not looking for Hello Brooklyn. Nah.
Right.
Nah.
But you know another reason why I like that album. That's actually the start of J. Cole's career too, because J. Cole for the longest time was trying to get a beat just to Jay. He didn't care if. Yeah, it was what album it was on, but it just happened to be on American Gangster. And I still don't. I don't know the name just yet because I still never really focused it out. But it was confirmed that he has a beat on the American Gangster album. So I'm just
outside of that. Did we run through the shit like that?
Yeah, we only got one left on there.
What's? Oh yeah. So Mac, I want you to. This is not like the fuckery. It was some kind of fuckery. Mac had bumped into some shit on Facebook and he was going the fuck off. So pretty much, I'm gonna let Mac take it over. So explain it, Mac. Like, what happened?
But all right, so look, everybody in this world got some type of imperfection. Like one of my favorite J. Cole songs, "Cricket Smile." Something is wrong with you, man. You know, everything about you ain't perfect. You can be tall, want to be a little shorter. You short, might want to be a little tall. You big, might want to be a little small, whatever. But we are not in the position to judge nobody because our beginnings will never be our endings. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I might be big now. 2 years from now, I might be with a 6-pack. You never know. Shirt off everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the confidence. But everybody should have confidence in themselves. And I felt like that shit was fucked up that this girl that I knew that I was actually cool with on Facebook, they had to unfriend for that shit. Because, like, you talking about this girl because she trying to be confident in her big body because she a big boned girl and this is what God gave her. You trying to crash down on her because she had the confidence to post up a picture in her panties and bra. Like, she wasn't even nasty and sloppy. She looked it real good for a big girl. Now you just so this big bitch gonna really put up this picture or I'm about to go on her. Why? You skinny, bitch. You should be mad that you won't get enough meals, bitch. I see ribs when you put up a picture. And fucking collarbones.
Enough meals.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't get enough meals. At least you know she getting meals and she look good with it. And I feel like you gonna body shame her, but somebody in your family big. Somebody in your family got a crooked eye. Something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Right. Somebody on their head like that, you ready to fight, you ready to throw hands or whatever.
Right.
But you don't think how this people and her people feel? That's fucked up. And like I said, I got big people in my family. I got people who want to gain weight. You know what I'm saying? Feel like they too skinny. And you know, at the end of the day, it's like, shit, accept what God gave you because he made you in that image. That's what he saw for you.
Right.
And you're going to be beautiful or handsome in his eyes. So that's all that fucking matters. That's why I walk around with a gut. Because, nigga, my wife like it. God gave it to me. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a fat nigga. I've been a fat nigga.
Yeah, I've been a fat nigga ever since I was 14.
I take my shirt off. I don't give a fuck. Jay, no. I don't care.
Fuck it. I've been a fat nigga for life.
I don't like that shit. That's like bullying, bro.
It is, bro. It is bullying.
I don't like that shit.
It's bullying.
And that's what the social media shit made it like 20 times worse than it did like before just like regular bullying. Because at the time you had to stand in front of that in front of that person that you bullying and say that shit. And if that person ain't really feeling that shit today, he can go on your shit if you feel like it. Right. On the internet, you can't do that. If your retorts ain't fast enough or ain't clever enough for these niggas, then your shit you just getting hold out here. So at the end of the day, that shit is bullying regardless.
I got an ex-coworker that used to work with me at when I worked at the casino. She's a BBW model.
Yeah.
Not an ugly girl. She's got an entire amount of ass. Like, it's
heap of ass.
I'll pull her up. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to you. You know who you is.
You must be fine for a big girl.
mean, I said she ain't the finest thing.
But
like
she look good for
I mean,
what
she all right, and she has a shit ton of confidence,
and that's all that matters.
And she posts a fuck ton of pictures of her modeling, you know, in bikinis and shit like that. And sometimes, like, you know, she was posting some shit of a guy like going at her,
right?
Like, bitch, like your fat ass, and like he was going extra hard. But she, you know, she was posting it like this hoe ass nigga, like, you know, it's funny, boom boom. But I felt like, you know, no matter what, she felt the way,
right?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but like she took it with a grain of salt. But realistically, like I feel like I don't care how you look. If you confident and you want to put that shit out there, that's on you.
Right.
Yeah.
But you do know it's some ignorant motherfuckers out this bitch that's gonna say something crazy. You just got to be confident enough to stand on your own.
Right.
And we came to that conclusion when we started doing the visual podcast.
Yeah,
shit.
like people gonna say shit like these niggas ain't got no haircut or
yeah, anything,
whatever,
bro,
you know
whatever.
So, which like I said, I don't really give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Right. I don't even got a hat on because my hairline. I'm a little LeBron James up in this one.
And
Like,
listen, I'm all down for a roasting session if that's how niggas want to play.
Yeah, we could do that shit too.
I'm always down for a roasting session. But I do believe that like nobody should be putting themselves out there like that. Just because we all got insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit fucks with you. So why would you set yourself up for shit like that? And not exclude, I know she confident and shit like that, but why put yourself out there like that? You know it's people that don't fuck with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's people that don't like fat people. It's people that don't like skinny people.
That's why I agree with you, but at the same time, you have to be ready in your mind for that shit. If you ain't strong enough for that shit, then don't put it out. But if you feel like you're strong enough,
she felt strong enough to do it. But I felt like we as in the human race, we shouldn't be so quick to fucking just try to tear somebody down like that, bro. Yeah. That's the reason why we get in these school and church and theater shit.
In a perfect world,
anybody that do that type of shit, bro, it's fucked up on their end.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fucked up.
Hurt people.
Yeah.
That's just facts. Hurt people.
And you know what's crazy? I was gonna get that on a t-shirt. I was like real talk because it makes so much sense just to walk around and just let somebody see it. Just like hurt people. What do that mean? What you mean? What do it mean? It's exactly what it says.
Self-explanatory.
Hell yeah, peppercuts hurt too.
That's an asshole.
No, what I said.
Hey. I was gonna look. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say a little PSA.
Listen.
Ladies, be comfortable in whatever you are. Just from your boy Mac.
Mac
I just want to put my little quiet storm voice on. Be comfortable, ladies.
No, before we get up out of here, I want to talk about this.
Yeah, you got a question of the week.
I think we did that.
We did that at the beginning.
Did we?
Yeah.
No, that was the question that I had. I'm talking about the question that you had.
Because I want to ask y'all, because y'all bitch ass niggas didn't comment on it.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Me neither.
So listen, the question of the week or the day, whatever. So like I said, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or in Twitter. We post questions. Sometimes they be like real deep. Sometimes they just be some random fucking questions that I think of. So today, because my song came on and I rolled my windows up because I didn't want nobody to hear me playing this shit. All right. So is there a song that you like that you're ashamed to play? So you roll the windows up and let it rock. That you can't pull up like.
You can't pull up playing it.
You can't pull up playing it.
I just thought of one. It ain't nothing I played recently, but I had like a kick where I was on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't play that shit out loud.
Tell the world.
You know what it is.
It's Ed Sheeran. It's called "Let It Rain."
Okay.
You remember Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
You remember when he killed his mom?
So he gonna associate it with some real hood nigga shit.
No. That's when I first heard the song though.
Okay.
So when I heard this, it was the scene after he killed his mom and shit, and he was just sitting there chilling, and they played the song, and I looked it up and I Shazammed the shit, nigga, and I was playing that shit in the car, but I always had the windows up, kind of low.
You know what? I don't know. Nah, damn, I don't want to use it then, really, because I'm going to use one that I know. Maroon 5. They got a song that is, I don't know the words.
Yeah, this love is taking me off.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be real with y'all, man.
Too many times before. That's my shit.
It's because of, look, shouts out to Kroger on 9 Mile and John R. Y'all play that in y'all rotation so many times when I was one of your employees. That's why that song became awesome. That's the reason why I started liking Maroon 5, because of that fucking song. Right. And it was because they played it constantly.
Okay, so mine is also Maroon 5, but it's Sugar. That's Sugar. How sweet. And I'm gonna tell you why I like the fucking song. The song is a good record. Shouts out to shouts out to Adam Levine.
Yeah, dope.
Them niggas vocals be on some different shit.
Crazy
bro.
shit.
But when I saw the video and they was just popping up at people receptions and shit, that was dope to me. Like I thought that because they had this big ass curtain and it was random. Like I saw like they was picking people's like people who
random weddings.
was working on the video. They knew people was getting married.
Okay.
So they like, all right, we just going like, so they set the whole band up. Everybody at the reception like, the fuck, there's a curtain. And the shit just dropped and Adam Levine get to going with the band. Shit,
I'm gonna have to watch
like,
that. I'm gonna have to watch it. I haven't seen the
and
video.
people was getting
Yeah,
fucking lit, nigga. It was like, I think they did 5. It was 5 receptions.
Okay.
They just was popping up on some random shit.
That
like,
might be dope, even if you
That should be like
impromptu.
like even
concert.
if like it's an all black crowd. Like it's
still-
everybody
Can you
know Maroon
imagine
5,
that?
my nigga.
Right.
Like
Everybody did.
it's fucking Adam Levine, my nigga. I don't know
Right.
the rest of the niggas in the band,
Right, but it's Adam
shit,
Levine
nigga,
in
it's
front.
Adam
We know
Levine.
this nigga.
I know him.
And that's all that matters.
And it made me like the song, but I cannot play the song out loud, so I roll the motherfucking windows up.
All right.
I don't know
And I
why.
put it on like 5.
I think it's the hood nigga in me. Whenever I play R&B music, bro, I be having the windows
Oh
up.
no, that's
Oh,
one
I'm
thing.
glad
I
so.
that's
it's-
windows down.
Unless it's some sexy shit like some fucking shit like Jacquees or something, I can do that out loud.
Listen.
But if it's some like real R&B shit, I
Like
be
some
having that shit
Freaky
up.
Freaky Beverly Hills, you gotta have a window rolled
Listen,
up.
before I got my wife,
Let go now.
listen, before I got my wife, right, and I was like, that was my shit. Like I had 2 12s in the car,
Yeah.
and I would play fucking Heather Headley in my mind.
In my mind.
Nigga,
That
when
was-
Nah, I
when
can't
that
play that
bass
type of
hit,
shit.
my
I like
nigga,
that song. I don't know why.
It was one of them, and I remember like it could be nighttime. Nigga, I would get off work at 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to hit downtown or something. It's a Friday night. I roll all the windows down and had that shit banging.
You know what my shit
Every
was?
time I pulled up on a car with girls in that bitch, they start singing, and I would pull at least one of them.
You know what
Like
my
every time.
You know what my shit was?
Because they liked it. They like, nigga, this nigga's real. Like, this the shit.
You know what my
Okay,
shit
I
was her, I think her name was Amanda Green, Emotional Roller Coaster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Wait,
my
no, it's
shit.
Vivian Green.
Vivian Green.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I just gave you a whole name, sweetie. I'm sorry. Shouts out to you.
Shouts out to Vivian Green. Shouts out to all of them. But
Yeah.
I did
I like
it.
Floetry.
When I roll the
Oh,
windows
of
up,
course.
I was like, I know I ain't the only nigga that do this shit, bro. That's why I asked the question.
Right.
So I was like, what song? Like, what is this song? Like, I know everybody got one.
Yeah.
It could be fucking Justin Bieber. It could be the Lumineers. Like, I mean, y'all know who that is. It's another
I don't
band I like. Or my man's
Shit, Bobby Caldwell.
John. What the fuck is my man?
I don't know. I roll my windows up with Bruno Mars too.
I don't fuck with Bruno Mars, but that's another one I would roll the windows up for.
Yeah, I roll the
Not
windows
playing
up for
24
Bruno
karat
Mars.
magic.
I kind of like that shit, bro.
I'm not.
I'm not. It's just one of them songs that come
Just
on.
make you want to do this.
It's just like you can't.
not.
It's like it's so old school that it fucks you with the beat and shit, bro.
Put your finger in
It's-
the air.
even the little-
Get the fuck
I'm
out of
saying
here, bro.
the
You wanna do
breakdowns
the,
on the beat and shit, bro.
No,
It just
no, the production value on that shit is 100%.
You want to do
That's
the
what
Morris
made the
Day,
song-
the Morris Day and the time with that. That's
but
where
see-
that's where he got that from.
Yeah,
But
I
see,
know.
that's what like that shit.
You don't like the heat culture vulture and that
that's
shit.
Windows
Yeah.
Down. That's Windows Down. Morris Day, Purple Rain, Prince. That's Windows Down. Like it's certain shit that's Windows Down. I
It's
don't give a
gangster
fuck.
though.
It is.
Morris
what it
Day is gangster, bro.
It is, but
That nigga was sticking niggas.
what?
I know some shit, man. I know some shit. That
Like-
nigga was sticking niggas.
Stat. Oh, okay. Pause, nigga. I thought you
talking
told
about-
Oh
something
yeah, my
else.
bad.
Like,
Pause.
wait
I'm
a
sorry,
minute.
but no, I was
Niggas
talking about.
had a lot of femininity
I'm
going
talking
on.
about
Nigga.
shanking shit. No, I was talking about shanking niggas.
Oh, okay.
Shanking
Shouts
niggas.
out to Morris Day for stabbing niggas.
Just saying.
Stupid
He was a
nigga.
gangster. He was a
Allegedly.
gangster.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Nah,
Don't
but,
quote us on that.
But like I said, everybody got them songs.
Yeah.
And it's Maroon 5 for me. You feel? But it's a lot. It's a plethora of different kind of music that I like because I'm eclectic with my music.
What's your R&B song that's like that? If you
That I
just
roll the
got-
windows up
that
or
you gotta
down?
roll the windows up on because you don't want nobody to know you in that feeling at that time.
It'll probably be Justin Bieber at this moment now.
Justin Bieber.
My mama don't like you and she likes everyone. That shit hard to
that
me.
song
I kind
go
of like
hard.
that song.
I like
bro.
the
like
what's
the
it?
trumpet at the
the
back.
trumpet at the. That shit hard to me.
Wow.
Yeah,
You-
Mac, it's just it is.
I'm
what
gonna
it
play
is.
you some
like
shit.
here
I'm gonna
though,
play you this
but
one song,
we
bro.
been here though.
with the yeah.
He got this R&B song, bro. It sounds so much like he sound like a nigga on that shit, bro. That shit sounds so hard, bro. I'm gonna play this shit.
Hey, speaking of that, remember when that Gone NC came out?
Yeah, bro.
Everybody thought they was black, nigga.
Yeah,
That
bro.
shit.
I thought
knew
Robin,
it was.
I thought Robin Thicke was black.
I knew that
Hey,
nigga. I knew.
No, when I first heard that first song with Pharrell, bro, nigga, you couldn't tell me.
Actually,
Without want you.
No, I'm talking about
love you, girl.
Kano.
Love you, girl.
Yeah, that shit.
You couldn't
Tell me that nigga wasn't black, bro. When I seen that shit, I'm like, this nigga look.
And the
Damn, I'm
crazy
about to
shit,
go
the
listen to
whitest
that
nigga
now.
I ever seen.
What bugged me out about that is like when you like if you knew who Robin Thicke was before.
Exactly,
then,
bro.
Like
I
that.
watched Growing Pains.
Like
Right.
it was not, no, that's Alan Thicke.
That's his
I mean,
daddy.
but I'm
That's
saying
his
that
dad, but
he
I'm
looked
talking
just like the
I'm
nigga.
talking about
do.
musically.
Oh, you talking about
Like
okay.
long beard, like he was that sound.
You
remember
remember the other Robin Thicke before he got with Pharrell?
Yes.
When he had the long hair and the beard.
That's what I'm
Nah,
getting.
nah,
Like
nah.
nigga, that wasn't his
Bro.
sound.
I didn't see him.
He wasn't doing that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He
I
done got
wanna
with
get you
Paula
back.
Patton, nigga, and
Yeah.
switched everything
Switched
up,
it
nigga. He
all
got
up.
some whatever she got, nigga.
He went with Paula Patton when he first
They was
signed
high
with
school
Pharrell?
sweethearts.
Oh, straight up?
High school sweetheart, bro.
Oh, shit. I ain't know that. I thought they got together in the industry.
Oh, I thought that too until they put that out there, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that's why he was so heartbroken after she like
See, it makes sense now.
yeah. But he switched like everything kind of switched up off
But
that.
Justin
Yeah, you couldn't
Timberlake,
tell me that nigga went black, though.
I don't
Yeah,
care
like-
nobody say. Justin Timberlake got that credit.
Yeah, like
He is black at this. He
I'm
light skinned
sorry,
at this
that
point.
nigga's
he's
not
just
black.
light skinned.
No, I'm talking about as far as like music wise. Niggas fuck
light-skinned,
with him.
bro.
It ain't a lot of
He's
black
the
people
Steph
that fuck
Curry
with a lot of
of
white music
music.
like that.
He's the Steph Curry of music, right?
I
now.
mean,
Yeah.
he's one of them people that I wouldn't consider a culture vulture.
no,
Yeah, I wouldn't
He
either.
respected
I mean,
everything about it.
I mean, but coming from where he from, like that whole instant
Tennessee.
pop shit like that. But a lot of their music, like, you know what I'm saying, because of that time.
Yeah.
But the mature they got, their music started having a little more soul to it.
But he the only one who kept up with the music heavy like that though too. That's another
Because he kept that Timberland and Pharrell shit
no, my
around.
man's the lead singer.
thing. Jay-Z, he tried it, but
Yeah, he had a solo album.
It wasn't
He dropped a
successful.
solo album.
Was
like
it
a-
soul, though?
Huh?
Was it like a soul or was it like a poppy song, like music?
I never listened to that shit. 'Cause
it
he
was a
wasn't that guy.
mixture of pop / trying to be like what the tone that they had on that last NC album with the gone and everything.
Okay.
He tried to continue on with that, but it was like that. You know how when Michael Jackson finally decided he wanted to do something that was a little bit more of today's world when he made the
With
Invincible.
when he had,
with the
Chris Tucker
butterfly
in
and
the
everything
video
on
and
it.
shit.
That was the only in his whole career. That was the only time his music sounded like of that day. You know what I'm saying? That's what he
'Cause a
did.
lot of
That's
hood
what
niggas
that's
like
what
that
JC did with his
Yeah.
album. He tried to make it like popish, R&B-ish, but it didn't work for him. But when Justin did it and the way he did it with the producers
With who
he
he
had,
did it with,
Pharrell
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Timberland,
Yeah.
it worked.
It worked.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's the only one you know who can make a song with 50 Cent from a pop standpoint.
That song hard too. That AO.
The AO Technology.
The AO
I thought you were
Technology.
talking about
Hard.
Cry Me a River and 50 on the remix.
Yeah, he was on that
That was
remix
hard,
too. I
too.
forgot about that. That was
I forgot about that too.
I forgot all about
You
that.
gotta listen to 105.1 to Bounce. Shouts out to them, bro. They be
Hey,
having
I don't
yeah,
be
they
listening.
do.
I
Yeah,
told you, I don't be listening to the radio
They
at
be
all, bro.
killing it.
Like,
At
if you
all.
don't listen to the radio, listen to 105.1 to Bounce.
Yeah, they be killing it.
Because
Yeah,
they
but
just
the shit
play
on there.
all old shit. There ain't no new shit in there. It's
Right.
all old shit.
Right.
Okay.
You feel me? So, and it's one of them nostalgia radio stations.
I
but
think
I was listening to some shit and I got 5 on it came on, nigga. I was damn near pulled the
they
car
killed.
over,
They,
nigga. I'm like, I want to get out of nigga. Put the windows.
no, nigga, I'm listening to motherfucking the Do or Die came on that bitch.
Oh, shit.
wanna ride in the back?
And the craziest shit is my favorite part is at the end when my mans was
Oh
singing.
yeah.
For some reason, that remind me of Clemens every time I listen to that shit, bro.
Like nigga, shit,
That
nigga.
shit remind me of Clemens, bro.
Huh?
That shit remind me of Clemens every time I hear
Do
that
or Die,
shit.
yeah, that was a shit.
Man, I think for me, since y'all went old school like that, for me it would have had to been like Twister. Which was it? Was it the Kamikaze album he did? Yeah.
Talking about Celebrity Overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put you in the Oppo range. I'm gonna put you in the Chameleon Oppo range. Like nigga, what?
I'm gonna make you a celebrity overnight.
What song did he have on there? I think it was called "Kill 'Em All."
I think so.
When he was rapping fast.
Yeah.
Nigga, that song the hardest song still, bro. As far as them niggas,
Rapping
that song,
fast.
yeah, that song and Southern Fried with Ludacris.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you say? The Untouchable.
Man,
What'd he say?
Ludacris
Damn, that
cold.
shit was
Hey,
hard.
that shit.
Hey, Ludacris
The
whole
incredible,
bitch was
untouchable
cold.
niggas been
Everything
venom on his
Ludacris
body
put
with the
out at that
dopest
time was
flows.
cold.
Now that's what I don't hear a lot though. Like
A lot of
105, they don't play a lot of Luda.
They don't.
You need to, man. They need to play a little bit of it or something. Cause
About the Amazon, that shit tonight. It's
That was an
going
era,
got
nigga.
hits.
That Luda was an era.
Nigga, yeah, that was
that nigga, his little freestyles on his albums was the best.
Oh
Ever.
yeah, his skits was the best though.
Yes.
What was that Saturday, nigga?
It's Saturday.
Dirty mouth, baby.
Man.
You see, I live a life filled with chicken and more liquor, and women that are real life scratching and sniff stickers. I shoot videos and get non-stars. Nigga, that shit was hard. Shouts out to Luda, my
Man,
nigga.
Luda, bro.
I want to hear Stunt, nigga.
Huh?
I want to hear Stunt.
Oh,
Like,
he
MT.
had the verse on that bitch, bro.
Nah.
So
Please get off my DIP, my DI. He had that verse on that bitch, bro.
I don't know. I like Tip shit. Me getting beat down, that's ludicrous. Like, nigga, what? Nigga,
that was hard.
Huh?
That was hard, but it wasn't harder than Lewis.
I mean, but he had the edge on him. Y'all already know what happened. He had the edge on him. But fuck that shit. What
he say? What do you say? Motherfucker, I'm a monster of this game, similar to the Loch Ness.
Yeah. I'm not saying he didn't have the best verse.
Got a process.
What I'm saying is because
cold,
Tip wasn't prepared for the preparation that was preparing on him.
But T.I. still held his own like a real nigga. Though.
Without knowing
what the verse is gonna be like.
Nobody say that they took the crown from him as being the king of the South, and the reason why is because he came out with it like, nigga, I'm the king of the South.
Listen. We about to wrap the show up, but I'm glad you said that because I want to end this shit right here. Because Mac, you fuck with me music wise. Every time T.I. say something about him being the king, I always think about when J. Cole said, "Be aware of any man that claims the need for king." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because he's in need for power. In reality, he's a coward. Every time T.I. say reference him being the king, I always think about that shit J. Cole said. Shouts out to Cole.
I just feel like it was.
That was a hard ass line. I give you that.
I just feel like, I give you that one too.
I ain't even think of that shit.
You gotta stop saying that shit, bro.
I'm gonna think about that shit every time I see this nigga.
But see, this was before J. Cole's time. That's why I felt like he went and tried to dominate something, and it actually worked. It didn't backfire in his face. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like now he don't, cause he feel like I'm just T.I.
No, he just said the king on. I just heard.
I mean, he still used the moniker of the king, but see, you gotta see what era he came from. That era where it didn't look like it like that for the general public. J. Cole woke everybody up with that one when he said what he said. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now we like, no, it's no kings. It's just a group of men and women who are trying to be where they're at, and that's what they're working for. It doesn't matter how hard they work. Is that's what they're working for? Versus then when you could just come out and say, I'm the king of the South, homie. What you gonna do about it?
Boom. And that was episode 43 of Wordplay the Podcast. As always, we on at Wordplay the Podcast on all social media platforms. Don't be a lame. Subscribe, like, and share.
Comment.
Say
negative.
Hit me up, Roller J.
I'm pulling up.
Born Dre Parker.
Born Dre Parker.
And Mac
_Levi _ Montgomery.
It's a lot, bro.
Hey, man. I was 22 when I made it, man. I'm 30, and I didn't feel like changing it.
I got you. And we are out.
Yes. Episode 43.
You always got to do that.
So fucking what?
Now, that is... What you mean? This wordplay. This ain't to make friends.